Stargardt disease was supposed to define me.
Retinitis pigmentosa aimed to overwhelm my family.
It tried to cut me down.
A blinding eye disease attempted to force me away from doing what I was born to do.
But it cannot stop me. I have the tools.
I will keep moving forward.
Pushing past the limits of this disability.
I know where to find support and where I can be seen.
Loss of sight won't blind our vision. Innovative research, educational resources, supportive community. The Foundation Fighting Blindness is leading the charge in finding treatments and cures for blinding diseases. Learn more at fightingblindness.org. A public service message from the Foundation Fighting Blindness.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Psst, we bought that action.
The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
Did you ever think that you would be in this position right now where your daughter would have some way lose her life?
I didn't want to believe it. All the times I called, sometimes the phone would ring and ring and ring for days. I didn't want to know that she had successfully committed suicide.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out of our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we stay in our cell. We get fed in our cells. We don't come out our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. And they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got Attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, Attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Yam, pam, jam.
What do you mean by that? Oh, wow.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Speak up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering, awesome. Where's Tory? Like,
tell Tony, all aboard. It's okay to jump on the love train.
I'm not jumping on the love train. We might got a couple seats left.
Listen,
he ain't going to be, Jordan Love will not be the starter in 5 years.
Trash. That's a trash.
That's just my take.
Now you're trying to string it out.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Well, I'll need some apologies from the staff of 101.7.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. I think the line's messing up. Hey, Eddie. Oh, I guess something happened with Eddie.
Hush up, boy.
And they have an agenda. And the agenda is a satanic one. I don't know why people don't talk about it. You can't talk.
Oh, Yo. They just empty.
I want to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cups. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. And I'm here for the action.
And I'm but that action.
And I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to all my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The movement continues.
The America continues.
How you doing, DJ Brother Z?
It's Monday.
And how y'all doing out there in Radio Land? Truth Nation. Hey, thank you for tuning in to the show today. This Monday, June 24th, 2024. We got a lot of things to talk about. So I'm going to need Truth Nation to open up your ears, okay? Hey, look, you know it's Monday, and you know how we get down every Monday, every time we got to begin the week with the miracle minister, Minister Kevin. Hey, Minister Kevin, you know it's time for the Monday prayer.
Yes, sir. How you doing, my brother?
Hey, look, I'm feeling powerful.
As always, as you should. You're the position God gave you the power. You're supposed to feel it.
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you right now, Minister Kevin, they saying it's getting hot out. And, they say, when we say when it get hot, some things start escalating as far as, behaviors in the community. And I just want to let people know that we are in control over these narratives. We cannot let these narratives control us. We have to start taking action when we hear that, okay, behaviors are going to start, flaring up and things like that. That's why we have to be agents and workers to show that love and actually initiate a different narrative right now, because they're saying that now that it's hot weather now, that things are going to get out of control. But I beg to differ. I beg to think that Truth Nation is now active outside, and we out here working to make the community a better place.
That's right. Just like next month, you got the Walk Against Violence going on. I mean, everybody turning away their eyes to anything that's obvious right in front of the elephant in the room. We know that, when it gets warm in Milwaukee.
Right.
Things start flying around. That shouldn't be. We know that. But sometimes we got to get ahead of the game, and that's what we do. Even with the prayer, even with the parents. I do want the parents, every parent that's listening, check on what your children bring into your house. They're bringing all kind of assault weapons into your house. Right. And you don't know that? Are you serious? How do you not know this kind of stuff? Check on them. They don't get privacy automatically because they say they want privacy. They want privacy, they get their own house. But while they're in your house, they don't have that to the extent where they can bring in assault weapons and all kind of drugs and everything get to your house. Parents have to step up and do their job. That's what we really need.
And the thing is, I encourage the parents, there are resources out here like mentorship programs and challenge those mentorship programs if you need assistance and help. Challenge, those adults that are running organizations that have outlets and resources for youth, and work with them. Don't make these organizations or people that are willing to mentor, don't make them babysitters. Expand your village, expand the village. Work together to make things happen. It's things that parents can do.
Yes, absolutely. I agree 100% because we look at they're supposed to be enhancements, not replacements.
Right.
We're looking for these people to come in, these entities to come in and be a replacement for you. They're supposed to enhance you. So once you get these people involved with your children, being there with them to make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to do. They don't just go to the program for an hour to a day
right.
and eat a sandwich and come home.
And you catching a break. You sit back catching a break, thinking that it's your time. Get some me time.
Yeah, I'm going to go out to the lakefront now. No. Check out your children. See what they're doing. If they got programs they got to be in, make sure they're going through it right. If they have community service, make sure somebody not just signing up for their card. Get involved in what's going on. I know my daughter was in school. She was always on the honor roll, but that never stopped me from going to every parent-teacher conference that they had.
Mm-hmm.
I was always there. If I knew about it, I was there. I don't care what her grades were. Oh, she's doing good. I got to worry about her. No. I'm still going to be there because not just for mine, but for her classmates too. Their parents ain't showing up. I'm checking on them too. So you have to be involved in everything. Don't just let everybody, like you say, babysit your kids. Get involved. They're yours.
Hey, I agree. And I'll say this. You got to expand your village. I tell people all the time, who do you have in your village? And you got to be strategic in who you place in your village. And a lot of people, they don't understand. You got to have people that reflect where you want to go in your village. And we all can work together. There's other families that if we work together, we can get somebody around the kids and they don't have to be out here by themselves, or I don't have to be doing this. We just have taken on an attitude that we got to do all this by ourselves. But all you got to do is learn how to network with people that have your same ideas, thoughts, and beliefs, and try to get family members with your same ideas, thoughts, and beliefs. But we have, many times we have burned so many bridges on the course of our lives that we can't get those resources from people around us and things like that, and we're not managing the family correctly because the individual ideology is destroying our community.
Yes, and another thing we can do as well, because we know our young folks out there driving, parents, they don't have a license, get them from behind the wheel, help them to get their license. Go with them. If they just got their license, a lot of, with COVID, a lot of teenagers didn't have to take a road test. They would just give it a license. So parents, do your job. Do your job. Get in the car with them. Go sit like you're their instructor, like you're their tester, and let them drive and see how they drive with you in the car. See their good and bad habits, and correct them if you know how to correct them.
They probably
you would be better than they are.
They probably was watching the parents drive with one hand leaning the seat all the way back. I mean, I don't know. Hey, like I said, you got to. I was telling Liz, a lot of people talk. When I was coming up, I heard a lot of people talking. Even the people that was drinking liquor, the winos, they would give you some good advice. But I would look at their life was so chaotic that even though they were saying positive things, do as I say, not as I do, it was hard to overlook their actions. You know what I mean? And how they were very chaotic. So many times we have to straighten up our actions as well. Even though we're trying to lead or trying to take responsibility or trying to take accountability, we are never above reproach to try to adjust our attitudes as well in front of these kids.
Right, but good advice is good advice. So if you got it from the strangest place, the Bible says you never know. Sometimes you entertain angels unaware. You never know who's.
Yeah, but actions speak louder than words, though. Actions speak louder than words.
It absolutely does. But if that good advice came from somebody and it was a stock tip and it made you a lot of money, you're going to be all, oh, that was some good advice.
Right, but that person that gave you the stock tip most likely invest in stock. Their actions invest in that. Or they're watching the market where they're doing the research to give you that good tip. You know what I mean? That's just not, you're not going to take advice from somebody that just was scrolling on Facebook and you just, hey, let's do this. Like, you don't know, they got the, where you get this advice from? Oh, I was scrolling on the internet. No, you're not going to take that advice.
I'll invest 50 cents. That's about it. Yeah.
We have to make sure that what's coming out of our mouths is coming out of our actions as well. That's all I'm saying.
But when you're being raised, we see a lot of good things and bad things by the parents, uncles, aunts, whoever, foster parents, whoever raised us. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of good things and bad things in the house.
Right.
But you take away the good things from there. And for the bad things you learn, that's not what you want to bring into your house. So whether it's good or bad, there's still something to learn on both sides of it.
I agree.
So there's always something there for you to learn.
I see so many people go to jail. I see so many people go to jail. I said, that ain't what I want to do with my life. So that is, so I did learn a lesson. I did see that as a way to say, hey, that ain't the way I want to go.
Not what I want for me. Yeah, so there's good and bad and everything.
Right.
But just get the good, glean the good, and let the bad go. And say, okay, this is what I'm going to stay away from. And you teach your kids, and then each generation teach that, we should be getting better and better. But for some reason, we seem to be getting worse and worse.
We
have to still keep teaching.
I've narrowed it down to the fact that we have to sometimes, as adults, we have to readjust ourselves because sometimes the children are a reflection of the adults that came before them, or they have seen or been exposed to certain things during our tenure to where we have to say, okay, what can we do to refine ourselves so when they do address us, when they do come to us, that they can actually stand on what we are saying because we're believing what we're saying, because we're trying to put that out there in the universe, put that out there in the community. And I think many times you could tell somebody, hey, do good, and you could be wholeheartedly telling somebody to do the right thing. But, when they catch you raising hell and you're supposed to be, this person that they, listening to, and you raising hell, then how you think they're going to react when they get out in the street?
They're going to imitate you.
They want to do good, but they see you blowing up. Then what you think the first idea they're going to have when something go wrong? They're going to start blowing up.
Right. And that's what we have mainly in our schools. They even call their parents so their parents can come there and blow up with them.
Hey, I had to deal with that. I had a mother.
I know.
I'm not going to say nothing, but I ain't going to say no names. But I had a mother that said that she got kicked off the school premises. And she couldn't go up to the school, but her kids was attending the school, but she couldn't go up there because she went up there to turn up on the teacher.
And very well kicked her. She got kicked off. That's the best day for her. Best day for the school.
I said, OMG.
You don't need that.
OMG. That's a bad situation. Your kids is in there, but you can't go in there. That's a lot.
I've seen that personally, so I know.
That's why we need prayer ministers.
I've seen that personally.
That's why we need the prayer, because we all the way around, from the young people to the adults, we all have to make these adjustments. But thank God that we're making them together, Minister Kevin, because slow process is better than no progress.
We gonna claim victory, sorry. We gonna claim victory. We gonna pray for victory.
Pow!
We have to. Father God, we once again thank you for giving a listening ear for the prayers of two stations through all the darkest times and darkest places of our lives. You have proven over and over again to be that beacon of light that chases away all doubts and fears. As light removes darkness, so shall your love extinguish all matters of hatred. So as we move into this new season, this summer season, we beseech you, by the mercies of men, that you will cover our lives and our communities with the blood of the Lamb. We pray that evilness, hatred, illnesses, disturbances, and disregard of life be brought to a halt and your love about richly in our hearts. I speak life more abundantly in Jesus' name. Amen.
Hey, Miracle Minister Kevin, any last words?
As always, my brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to have more conversation. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
And that's Tory Lowe, bringing you all the action and all the smoke. Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Tune into the award-winning 1017 The Truth this Saturday at 10 a.m. for another episode of Community Heartbeat, presented by Outreach Community Health Centers. I will speak with practitioners and health experts about developing attitudes and lifestyles which don't just fight illness, but help prevent them. It's not just a show, it's a movement dedicated to bringing our community together through wellness. Do not miss Community Heartbeat, presented by Outreach Community Health Centers this Saturday at 10 a.m. on 1017 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk.
Get ready for an event like no other. Join us for a powerful conversation featuring special guest Senator Ron Johnson, hosted by the captivating radio host Tory Lowe, with music by
DJ Brother Z. Turn the radio on. Can you play that song for me?
From impactful discussions on pressing issues to electrifying beats that'll keep you moving, this event promises to be unforgettable. With Senator Johnson's insights, Tory Lowe's passion for community advocacy, and DJ Brother Z's killer tunes, this is more than just an event, it's an experience. Don't miss out. Join us Wednesday, June 26th at 6 p.m. at 275 West Wisconsin Avenue, Venue 3. Free food while it lasts. The Republican Party of Wisconsin paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.wisgop.org.
For the brave men and women of the United States military, it has been said that some gave all, but all gave some. At Tayback Law, we honor these sacrifices by working to ensure veterans receive the benefits they're entitled to. I am Monica Ireland Karras. I am a partner and a VA-accredited rep at Tayback Law. If you're a vet and you have been wrongfully denied your veterans benefits, visit taybackattorneys.com to set up a free evaluation. At Tayback Law, we fight for those who fought for us. Contact Tayback for the payback. taybackattorneys.com.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know whether it's a new home or a new car. You've worked hard to achieve your dreams, and we work hard to protect them so you can enjoy the utmost peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yeah. Money on my mind. What the f you thought? Hopping out that Maybach truck, my pockets on Rick Ross. I get it if I want it, don't care about the cost. I'm married to the money, I had to put these on pause. Yeah, big money, this how big money talk.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show.
Big knots.
DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Hey, look, June 26th, Wednesday, right here at the 3rd Street Market Hall, we'll be in Venue 3 for a powerful conversation with our guest, Senator Ron Johnson. And the RNC is coming to Milwaukee, and I want to know, what are the plans for our community? And also, how can we get involved? They say it's going to be like $120 million in revenue coming to the city, DJ Brother Z. Like, how can our community get some of that money, you know, in our pockets? Because that's coming. You know, that's why they brought it here, for the money, right? So how can we get involved And I was always trying to tell people that when big things happen in the city, our community got to get involved. We got to get involved in it. We got to start, instead of shying away from things, we got to start going up in these places because it's a city event. And we got to be in the building. We got to be asking the question. So I'm having an event with the Republican Party and Senator Ron Johnson, and this is a conversation to talk about what can they do for the community. Just don't come in with the RNC. What can we do? And a lot of times we thought that people were in these rooms. We thought they was in these rooms talking on our behalf. But now y'all seeing that may not have been the case. So what we finna do is we finna have a great, powerful conversation with these people from the RNC, with Senator Ron Johnson, and sit down and ask the questions that we want to know. Okay? So, hey, this Wednesday. This is the night before the big debate, DJ Brother Z. Donald Trump and Joe Biden, the next day, that Thursday, the 27th, they're going to have the debate, the big debate. And I heard Joe Biden had to go and take a couple days off to get ready for the debate. Look, I believe this is going to be the highest watch debate ever. I'm interested. I was even invited to a debate party. This is my first debate party. And I'm definitely going. I'm definitely going to go to the debate party with the popcorn and the soda, DJ Brother Z. I want to see this. I'm interested. But like I said, these are the times where we can no longer trust those that we thought that were speaking on our behalf. You better start coming together as a people to start speaking on your own behalf and ask your own questions and understand where we trying to move forward to from your own personal standpoint, from your own, where you want to go, from your own perspective. Because sometimes we are marketed ideas that don't improve the community, and I'm tired of it. I am tired of it. Getting behind all these movements. Everybody got us in the front. But yet, when it's time for us to get things done on our behalf, we don't see that same energy. And I'm sorry, but that's the truth. That's what's happening. Crickets. I got somebody in my family that's affected by the SDC shutting down. They were supposed to do their taxes. They called me over the weekend, told me that they was affected because now their taxes messed up because they went through the SDC. Understand what I'm saying, Truth Nation. You know what? I need to get me a podcast where I could say, because we got FCC rules on the radio. We can't say everything, but these are our elders being affected by this. The SDC. What are they doing with all of those people that they were doing their taxes? So they closed the doors, and so y'all, what is happening? Are y'all taking their tax money? What are y'all doing with people's tax money? Somebody call in if y'all did y'all taxes through SDC and tell me what they're telling you, what the resolutions are for this. So they just close the doors and they ain't telling nobody nothing, referring everybody to 211. So many people did their taxes with SDC and they don't even know what's going on with their return. That's crazy. What'd you say, DJ Buzzy? That's crack smoking crazy.
Is what that is.
terrible.
That's crack smoking crazy is what that is.
And we just sitting back and keeping it moving. We just keeping it moving. Nobody ain't upset that the doors closed at the SDC. We just got to sit back and take it. Hey. Also, they talking reparations. They talking reparations in California once again. But some people are against it, DJ Brother Z. Some people don't want black people to get the repair.
Damn.
And unfortunately, it's coming from the brown community. Let's listen.
To be honest, I'm concerned about the proposal to help facilitate the distribution of reparations. Economist consultants from the task force reported the total amount could be as much as $800 billion. $800 billion. That's 2.5 times the size of our entire state budget. To pay for that, you'd need a major tax hike, unlike anything this state has ever seen before. I recognize and acknowledge the painful part of our history. The pains of our past should not be paid by the people of today. The majority of our state is Latino and Asian, making up 55% of our population.
Hey.
Most of them, like me, are first, second, or third generation immigrants who had nothing to do with slavery, discrimination, Jim Crow laws. Nothing. It is fundamentally unfair to force these people to pay for this, and because of that, I will be opposing today.
Oh, wow.
Senator O'Brien.
Yeah, I just want to thank our Republican colleagues for coming to committee today.
Don't want us to get
after
reparations.
boycotting the previous committee, it's really important to go on the record and formally oppose reparations, so I want to thank them for doing so.
Any other questions or comments? I want to thank Senator Bradford once again for bringing this forward.
Hey, like I said, we stand for everybody as blacks. Show me a movement that's out here that ain't got somebody black in it that's not either holding a sign or in the front with the bullhorn. Somebody show me a movement that's out here that we ain't in front of, that we ain't got somebody black out there trying to support it. And we've been talking about the issue of repair in our communities because that's what needs to happen. Everybody else got repair. We're not the only ones that have asked for repair. We probably the only ones that have suffered the most and have not gotten it. Okay? So when we have these conversations, no matter if it's in California or Illinois, pay attention to those who are opposing the thought of actually getting repair for slavery in any type of format, any type of way, whether it's through education, whether it's through funds, whether it's through housing, however they trying to do it. Okay? We just heard somebody object to that was from the brown community in California. But yet there is a guy that was trying to make sense out of it, and he tried to explain why the black community needs repair. Let's listen.
We oppose reparations, so I want to thank them for doing so.
Any other questions or comments? I want to thank Senator Bradford once again for bringing this forward. Again, as I said earlier, it's one thing if you have a commission report, what have you, but the reality is that actions are necessary, and that includes reparations. It includes, in some cases, monetary reparations. There's many different ways and different forms that can take place, as the commission report recommends. It's not going to come out of an $800 billion balloon payment from the state budget, but at the end of the day, compensation is necessary. I understand that it's hard to ask those of us currently sitting in the legislature to make those commitments, but no one asked black families over generations if it was okay to take their wealth, if it was okay to enslave them, if it was okay if it was okay to put their children in generations of poverty. This country became a superpower based upon free labor. of African descendants over hundreds of years. We need to recognize it. I know it's not going to be easy. It's not supposed to be easy. It's not supposed to be easy to actually admit when you've caused pain. It's not supposed to be easy when you actually try to repair and heal that pain. And yes, we do benefit. We still benefit to this day from what happened to our brothers and sisters in the black community over so many generations.
Facts. So I'm going to tell you, when we talk about allies, who have we not been an ally to as a black community? But when it's our turn for the needs and the conversation to get things done, hey, you see who opposing it, okay? And this is a conversation that we have to have, but everybody black says, okay, you know we ain't getting it, okay? And now you see why, because our allies, the people that we stand with for their causes to make sure that they can get what they want, they're quick to oppose the ideal of reparations, talking about how we going to get the money. How we got the money to get the illegal migrants, they stuff? How we get that money? How we get the money for Ukraine, for Afghanistan, billions of dollars? How we get the money? You don't see no board meeting, no discussion when they get their money. I've never seen one illegal migrant meeting on how they discuss how to get them the money. I haven't. But when it comes to blacks, there's all kinds of loopholes. They got to have these discussions. I've never seen a discussion right to this day on how the migrants are getting the migrants that are coming across that open border, how they getting all the funds and resources they getting. I've never seen a meeting on this. And that's a lot of money. But when it comes to blacks, here come the circus. Here come the show. That's hey. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Hey, I believe that everybody should get repair that deserves it. No matter who it is. No matter what happened. Make it right. That's all I'm saying. Whether it's going to court, human and civil rights violations, any way where there's damage, the person responsible. I'm talking about the country, the American country that benefits to this day, America. They need to do something. Because there's a wealth gap, there's a wealth imbalance due to the harsh treatment. Okay? All right, well, when we come back, we're going to have the Pop Culture Report. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app, at 1017thetruth.com.
What is at stake for African American voters in this election?
A great deal is at stake. Everything all the progress we've made is at stake. For example, right now we've lowered health care costs. I've been able to walk in and make sure we forgive student debt for people who are struggling to get to school. We provided billions of dollars to HBCUs to give them a fighting chance. We've changed prescription drug costs by allowing Medicare to negotiate drug prices so that people on insulin are paying $35 a month instead of $400 a month. And all prescription drugs can be limited to $2,000 a year, even though cancer drugs are $10,000, $12,000, $14,000. We're strengthening Medicare. Look, we stand up for principles. Our democracy is at stake, in fact. Look what he's doing with Putin and with Kim Jong-un of North Korea. Look at him saying, we don't think a country is paying enough for their own defense, then when they get invaded by the Russians or anyone else, that's up to them. We're not going to help. he has a fundamentally different view than the vast majority of Republicans, I might add, in the past, as well as me and the Democratic Party.
To hear more of President Joe Biden's interviews with Sherwin Hughes, visit 1017thetruth.com and find it in the interview podcast tile, or download the 1017 The Truth app today. Milwaukee Black Talk.
Truth Nation! Tap into Jamming with Juice. Yo, I've been jamming with Ben Jamming for a very long time. And now here's your chance to catch Jamming with Juice live on YouTube. You can also catch a drop of juice on 1017 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other, leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Alex Tellez. Over in baseball, the Milwaukee Brewers' West Coast road trip ended in a win on Sunday as they took down the San Diego Padres by a final score of 6-2. Tobias Myers earning his 4th straight win after pitching 5 innings, allowing only 1 earned run. They pick it back up this Monday, taking on the defending World Series champs and the Texas Rangers in Milwaukee. First pitch is scheduled for 7:10, with coverage beginning over on WTMJ at 6:35. Brewers still currently sit at first place in the division with a 5-game lead over the St. Louis Cardinals. And over in the NBA, the Milwaukee Bucks continue to prepare for this year's 2024 NBA draft as day 1 is set for this Wednesday as the Bucks hold the 23rd pick in the draft. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams, member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
You got a 2-day trial before I take back my time and make you pay. 30-day trial before I made my mind that it's always trials and tribulations. Child. Kissing in Paris, I guess we could do it in French. Wow. Eating lo mein is child for now. Child. She got me wildin' now. Rory Italia, child for now. Child.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. I guess the Pop Culture Report is gonna be brought to you by author, advocate, Queen Elizabeth Brown.
What's all the hesitation?
And for the Pop Culture Report.
What's the hesitation?
Hey, this is the first time, you been in here leading the Pop Culture Report.
Hey, ain't no better time than the present.
Hey,
let's get it.
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's so much going on in the culture.
Oh yeah.
And
it's a beautiful thing.
I see a whole new movement going on.
Yeah.
With the young people.
Yeah. Authenticity.
What?
Facts. I keep
authentic. Yeah.
No.
Authenticity.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like my lips all dry.
It's
Let me
okay.
Drink some water real quick.
Hey, but what I'm saying is, I'm seeing that the young people are being charged up by this song, They Not Like Us, by Kendrick. And
old.
My daughter, she is so crazy about Kendrick.
She should be.
I was like,
powerful.
I said, why you like Kendrick? She was like, what?
That part.
I said, oh, wow. The thing is.
Hey, that's how we getting hit with inflation. Like, what?
Hey, right.
You know what I'm saying? That's
it's coming back to back.
Bills, that's how the bills whooping us too,
But the thing is, these young people are starting to be energized by a more realistic form of rap.
Yes.
You know, street rap.
Yes.
And I think pop culture started to take over with the Sexy Reds.
Yep.
We started seeing a lot of drill music. They was feeding the youth a lot of, destructive musical ideas.
Correct.
But this Kendrick Lamar wave now is getting people to feel like a more conscious ideal of rap. I guess in 2024, the more conscious ideal of rap is starting to make its way back to the forefront.
As it should, because it's, again, organic. When you think about hip-hop, we was robbed of hip-hop. Like, what I call the GMO factor came in, where it's easily manufactured. Like, when we think about our music, and like you said, the drill rap, when they pushing drugs and they pushing the whole culture, and they pushing the division between black men and black women, it was because it was people that don't look like us, the music execs, that allowed certain things. Like if you couldn't speak positivity or love of your community
get pushed
without them denying you the playtime.
Or you signed a contract.
Again,
what you signed to. It is definitely what you signed to, because that's why creative control was always important. And I think a lot of people argued that they didn't sign because they didn't get the creative control.
And a lot of the super creative people didn't get signed because they refused to, feed that to our culture.
Right.
I mean, when you think about what hip-hop, where it originated from was, it was authentic to our day-to-day lives. The circumstances.
It was like the news station.
Literally. And what we were going through, and then you see the colonization of it.
After Public Enemy Fight the Power, they said that it was a huge shift.
I'm telling you.
Who was that? Crazy Bone?
Yep, Crazy Bone.
Crazy Bone spoke about this, how the prison industry, Ice Cube spoke about how the prison industry now runs the majority of the music industry.
All facts.
Because now they're making commercials in music for people to go to jail.
Facts.
Criminal activity to feed the jail system.
And not only that, the separation of, black men and black women. Like you stated, when we talk about the drill rap, the whole culture, all of that is being pushed. And it's not literally because that's what the artists want to do. They sign to a label, and that's what the label wants to push. Again, it's the GMO, quantity, not quality, that's being pushed in our communities. And I think now,
and they burn them out quick, because you can have an artist right now that
bubblegum
have a hit record, but then next year they're gone.
They disappear. But again, they're
they don't last long. These, like back in the day, the artists used to stick around. Like they used to have careers because they had the creative control.
Yes.
Now I'm gonna pay for the ignorance.
Correct.
I want the most stupidest stuff out here on the streets right now in the black community
by people that don't look like us.
Right. But but using people that look like us to make it.
Period. And that's across the board. With this Kendrick Lamar and Drake thing, I feel, was Kendrick going up against the industry.
Right.
And the bubblegum idea, because Drake is
the king of pop.
Yes, he's an actor.
Because pop ain't hip hop.
At all. At all. So again, for them to even be trying to match these two, I thought it was egregious. But in reality, now you're truly seeing, who Kendrick Lamar is and why this anthem, because now this is an anthem.
I agree. It united a whole West Coast.
Man, I'm talking
about visibly. I'm talking about far as like L.A.
Exactly.
With the issues that they have.
And now you having other issues with other people who upset, because anytime you see the black community coming together, anytime there's any type of unison, I'm seeing little bitty babies that listen to their parents recording them, and they saying what you say. You know what I'm saying? Like this song, because I mean, you was just singing it.
Right, but the thing is, I got it. The vibration is out here.
It is,
and I think
it's a frequency.
Unity is something in our community that many people say, okay, this is the answer.
Oh yeah,
and I agree. When we come together, there's nothing that can't be done.
All facts.
And I think that a lot of times, a lot of divisive ideologies come out here in our communities. They use our faces. They use our energy. And some people that will take 20 pieces of silver to push agendas that don't help the black community overall. And many times we end up left with scratching our heads wondering, okay, how did all these people come out here like in 2020?
Yeah.
And we got no changes.
And no change. There's, I mean, again, you know, it was, I seen.
Manufactured.
It's all manufactured. Nothing original or organic. Like, that's what they're trying to stop.
Right.
You know, in the reality of what's going on, you know, in hip hop, it's transforming back to its normal state. Salute to K-Dot, because he connecting the dots on all genres. Because the reality of it is we have allowed these individuals to so far remove us from what the truth was. They understand that it's a frequency. They understand that when we have the ideologies, what we believe become our reality, you know? So in reality, you know, right now I think, you know, the hip hop era is transforming back into its original self, because when you think about rap, for me, it was about, you know, back in the day, it was against the rules to bite somebody else's rhymes. It was against the rule for somebody else to write your rhymes, you know? K-Dot then put this back on the map. Like, he putting the morality back into hip hop. You know?
Right. And this is why I say this is interesting, because now you get to sit back and watch everybody react to us celebrating coming together. And you know how we get down.
Hey,
you know how everybody start trying to copy the moves.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
the thing is, this is what we needed, you know, out here as far as in the music. Something that's going to push unity and that's going to really unify. How many songs have we heard in our lifetime that have brought people together?
Hey,
over the years, we had certain ones.
James Brown.
Yep. For this era, They Not Like Us is doing more than just being a song. It's starting to say make people open up their frequency and
see
say,
how great we are.
We got to start uniting and working together to get things done. And that's what I like about it.
And it's interrupting everybody else's frequency, because, again, we've been broken for a long time, and on our brokenness, everybody else able to stay together, you know. But
Feeding
now
off
we're
the
going to see
brokenness.
the flip side of it, because when we come together, again, we don't bend over, they can't stand on our back. So right now, there's a frequency of individuals understanding how powerful it is, and that we all we got. Right now, it's being proven that we all we got, because just in that small nick of time from that to something else, it then transformed to something else, and now everybody else is showing their true colors.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, I agree.
It's a reality
Anytime we can come together and understand that we're going to have to really address and roll up our sleeves and address the issues ourselves and between ourselves, and not allow outside factors and being driven away through the materialistic ideas of division and marketing and consumerism. You know what I mean? We got to start standing 10 toes down if we're going to make progress. And I think that is what that song is doing.
All facts.
And people are seeing that unity, and they're starting to say, hey.
They're coming out the spell.
They, look, breaking the spell. Facts.
A spell has been broken due to that song. And I think, like I said, you know, the originated of what it is we use music for was to bring togetherness, was to speak about the truths of the ills of our community. Because when you have hijackers like, you know, Drake, who tried to portray that he was one thing and was really another one, you know, and then being exposed again in our community, we have allowed everybody to come in. You know, and when you allow everybody to come in, they don't give you the respect that you deserve. You know, when we think about, you know, I see, you know, politicians talking bad about Juneteenth. Like, anytime it come to black folks and what it is that we need in our repair, nobody wants no parts of that. But you don't understand, if you're Mexican American, Asian American, even if you're a white American, we were here first. We built this, you know, and in reality, until we get justice, nobody should have justice. You understand what I'm saying? So right now, it's a pivotal time, a place and time that we have to demand the respect that we need, because America would have never been great. The greatness of America is, you know,
I was at the White House
that built it.
And my ancestors built the White House.
Period.
Okay. So like I said, you know, the thing is, we got to understand the true history.
Facts.
And the true history will, that's why I say, when you go to school, the kids go to school, If they're not teaching them the true history, we as adults have to make sure that there are avenues for them to get that real history. And when we come back, we'll have more Pop Culture Report. Truth Nation.
Top of the hour.
Oh, it'll be the top of the hour. I guess we talked through the Pop Culture Report.
Hey.
I guess we did the Pop Culture Report. It'll be the top of the hour when we get back. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
1017 The Truth and Associated Bank have teamed up for our Black-owned business give back. Each quarter, we'll be giving away $6,000 worth of free commercial advertising for 3 months to 5 Black businesses. To sign up for your business's chance to win $6,000 of commercial campaign marketing on the award-winning 1017 The Truth, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That's blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank, member FDIC.
You know one thing about Biden?
Here you go again.
When he makes a promise, he keeps it.
Okay, like what?
He got us out of the pandemic, got the country back on its feet.
Okay, sure.
And when all that recovery money was getting spent, Biden made sure that Black businesses and communities got our fair share.
So, man?
That's a promise made and a promise kept.
Okay, but what else?
New roads, new bridges, high-speed internet, even out in the country where your brother lives.
Yeah.
Lower health insurance rates. Didn't your premiums go down?
Uh-huh.
That's another Biden promise kept.
Looks like it.
My mom's medication costs less. Your cousin's insulin is now only $35.
Okay, but what about jobs, building wealth?
Under Biden, the number of new Black small businesses is booming, and Black unemployment hit a record low. See? That's another...
Okay, I get it. Promise made, promise kept. I can see that now.
Told you. Biden and Harris are getting the job done for us.
I'm Joe Biden, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Biden for president.
Okay, Fred, so I got some questions.
What's up?
Where should I go if I want to start my own business?
You go to xperience.com.
Okay, Fred, so where should I go if my kid needs an internship? Or if I need a job, where do I go?
You go to xperience.com.
Okay, so what if I want to work for a company that believes in diversity, has great benefits, and growth for people like us?
You already know. It's eerieinsurance.com.
Man, so Fred, I just need to go to Erie Insurance?
Go to eerieinsurance.com for all that you need.
It's amazing.
We not the geek squad, but we get the problem solved. Computer giving you problems, you need to drop it off. HD surveillance, residential or commercial. PWD computers, call us up and let us know. If you need a custom computer, yeah, we can build it for you. Business brand to help you expand, get more exposure. We offer graphic designs and networking. We keep you connected in the world that's not perfect. PWD Computers, 3800 West Belize Street, 414-445-5793. Monday through Friday, 10:30 to 5.
A Brewers Group outing is the best way to celebrate any special occasion. You can count on the Brewers to host an event your crew won't forget. Brewers account reps make your day at the ballpark a breeze. Start planning your group outing now at brewers.com/groups.
After a serious accident, you'll need a winning team to protect your rights. Trust Wisconsin's own Brewers offices. Proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Summerfest is back, and the award-winning 1017 The Truth has got you covered with front row access passes to the best concerts at Summerfest this year.
Tune in to all your favorite Truth shows every day so you do not miss your chance to win tickets and wristbands to see artists like SZA, Bryson Tiller, Lil Uzi Vert, En Vogue, K-Camp, and so many more.
Don't miss your chance to see these artists up close and personal during Milwaukee's biggest summer party. Summerfest is presented by our founding partner, American Family Insurance.
It's that time of the year, Truth Nation, for our Truth Walk Against Violence. Violence is a problem which impacts all of us, but together we can make a difference. This is why I need you to join me and the Truth team on Saturday, July 20th from 9 to noon for our second annual Walk Against Violence. Enough is enough. Now it's time to bring an end to senseless violence in our community and encourage a safer Milwaukee for us all. Join our Walk Against Violence on Saturday, July 20th. Visit 1017thetruth.com and sign up today. Together, we can bring an end to violence.
Enough is enough.
Carrie, where's Tory Lowe and Dr. Ken at? I'm trying to knock these commercials out.
How am I supposed to know, Sherwin?
Well, I'm about to do their parts because my impressions are on point anyway. This is Dr. Ken Harris from Truth in the Afternoon, and I want you to download the Truth app in the Google Play Store and Apple Store so you can never miss my show or any of the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Really, Kyle?
Sherwin, you are crazy.
Sherwin, your impression of me is horrible. Move. Give me my mic. I guess I'll just repeat what Sherwin said. Go to the Google Play Store or Apple Store to download the 1017 The Truth app today so you can take the home of Milwaukee Black Talk with you wherever you are.
Can't listen live? Download the new 1017 The Truth app on your smartphone today to catch up on all your favorite shows. Search 1017 The Truth on your Google Play Store or Apple App Store so you don't miss out on any of the action.
Being blind doesn't always look how others may think. Stargardt disease was supposed to define me.
Retinitis pigmentosa aimed to overwhelm my family.
It tried to cut me down.
A blinding eye disease attempted to force me away from doing what I was born to do.
But it cannot stop me. I have the tools.
I will keep moving forward.
Pushing past the limits of this disability.
I know where to find support and where I can be seen.
Loss of sight won't blind our vision. Innovative research, educational resources, supportive community. The Foundation Fighting Blindness is leading the charge in finding treatments and cures for blinding diseases. Learn more at fightingblindness.org. A public service message from the Foundation Fighting Blindness.
You're listening to the new 1017 The Truth, founded in partnership with Associated Bank. Your money works here. 1017 FM, 1510 AM, WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee. Locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Psst, we bought that action.
The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
Did you ever think that you would be in this position right now where your daughter would have some way lose her life?
I didn't want to believe it. All the times I called, sometimes the phone would ring and ring and ring for days. I didn't want to know that she had successfully committed suicide.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we staying in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out our cell at all, and that's pretty much the biggest problem. Like, they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson. How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother Black Power, all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Yam, pam, jam.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, wow.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. Hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Speak up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids.
Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering,
Awesome.
Where's Tory? Like,
Tell Tony, all aboard. It's okay to jump on the love train.
I'm not jumping
We
on the
might got
love
a
train.
couple seats left.
Listen, he ain't gonna be. Jordan Love will not be the starter in 5 years.
Trash. That's a trash.
That's just my
See,
take.
now you're trying to string it out.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Well, I'll need some apologies from the staff of 101.7.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. I think the line's messing up. Hey, Eddie. Oh, I guess something happened with Eddie.
Hush up, boy.
And they have an agenda. And the agenda is a satanic one. I don't know why people don't talk about it. You can't talk.
Oh, Yo, they just empty.
I wanted to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cups. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm, stay focused.
Now, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth, from 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the second hour of the Tory Lowe Show. We got the queen, the author, the advocate, Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Yeah.
Hey, look, Elizabeth Brown. The new intro is here.
Hey, and it's fired.
Hey,
DJ Brother Z.
Salute to DJ Brother Z.
Hey.
Powerful. Also, this second hour, I want to open up the lines.
Hey, let's do it.
I got a question for Truth Nation. Okay, now, I was seeing that there's a huge discussion on the left and the right about Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry signed a House Bill 71 into law. Beginning next year, the new bill will require all elementary and secondary schools and universities that receive state funding to display the 10 Commandments in every classroom.
Okay.
Now, a lot of people got something to say about this. I'm looking online, I'm scrolling.
Yeah.
I even posted it. I said
you did post it.
I said NPS. I said NPS need
to have right.
the 10 Commandments.
I mean, why not? They got everything else.
Hold on. If they don't do all 10 of the commandments, they at least should do the I shall not steal.
Or kill.
No, to steal the money. No, the administration. They need to thou shalt not steal the money.
Have them swear on that.
Or move or do something with the money, because at least take that section. Damn.
Right.
And put that in,
I agree.
And not in the classroom, in the administrative office.
Exactly. For everybody that get hired, it should be a class.
Hey, in the financial department.
Correct.
Hey.
In the administration.
But a lot of people got something to say about this. Even Donald Trump even endorsed the 10 Commandments being in the class. But the left, they said, hey, this, we ain't trying to hear all that.
But we got 101 genders. 103.
Hey, look, you got the discussion on both sides going. I want to know what Truth Nation think. If you think that the 10 Commandments should be in the classrooms, or if you don't, and why, I want to know.
Okay.
Because I think that this is the time where we talked about the moral-based ideas. I mean, I think a lot of people are saying that, okay, everybody has a right to religion or whatever.
Right.
So, like I said, but I want to know. I'm just asking a question. I'm gonna say how I feel, later on. But I want to know
how Truth Nation
because this is something that's happening.
It's important.
And when they took prayer out of schools, a lot of people was upset.
Facts.
A lot of people say the decline in public schools was when they took the prayer out of schools.
Hey,
from the time they took prayer out of school to now, they said public schools is out of control.
It is.
And the thieves have stolen or mismanaged.
And they ain't robbing
going on.
Either.
So
All
maybe
facts.
if they seen thou shalt not steal, and they may feel guilty not moving the money around.
Spirit.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe it resonates somewhere. At least have thou shalt not steal in the administrative office.
Facts.
In the financial department.
Mm-hmm.
We got an article, DJ Brother Z. Let's listen.
So Louisiana, as of tonight, is now the first state to require the 10 Commandments to be displayed in every public school classroom in the state after the governor signed this controversial bill into law. And it gets pretty specific, saying the commandments have to be on a poster-sized display with font that's easy to read. The governor seems to be spoiling for the legal fight here, and it looks like he will get it, with a bunch of civil liberties groups, including the ACLU, saying in just the last couple of hours, wait a second, this is not constitutional, and that they're planning to sue. Vaughn Hilliard is joining us now with more.
Right, Hallie. Look, we have seen some of these conservative states go and challenge what has previously been decided by the U.S. Supreme Court. In this situation, back in 1980, the U.S. Supreme Court, they ruled against a Kentucky measure that would have required public classrooms to have the 10 Commandments inside of the classrooms. And yet 45 years have passed. It is a different Supreme Court with a conservative lean to it. And the conservative legislature and Republican Governor Landry, who signed this measure into law, made the conscious decision that they're going to go and try to challenge that. Now, the ACLU, to note, and other organizations have already indicated that they intend to file a lawsuit in which they say, in part, quote, the law violates the separation of church and state and is blatantly unconstitutional. Politicians have no business imposing their preferred religious doctrine on students and families in public schools. So we've seen other Republican states consider this type of measure here, but they haven't gone forward with it, knowing that it would face a legal lawsuit. But for now, in the state of Louisiana, these public classrooms from kindergarten all the way through universities are going to be required to have a poster-sized version of the 10 Commandments posted inside of these classrooms. Hallie?
Thanks for watching.
Hey, all right. Well, look, the lines is open. 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. Where do you stand on the 10 Commandments being placed in the schools in Louisiana?
Oh, yeah.
This is going on in Louisiana, but what do y'all think about it? I got people weighing in on both sides. I'm in the chat. Dawn Scott says forced prayer is illegal. So should all kids be forced to also respect Muslim, Jewish, Buddhist, Hindu religious traditions? Hey, I want to know. Hey, look, a lot of people are chiming in. I think at least thou shalt not steal should be on the wall.
I think
at the administrative office.
I think
of NPS.
The question is, do people even know what the 10 Commandments is? Because again, we have to make sure that, because everything, especially black folks, we've been dumbed down. We don't even know a lot of the stuff about black history.
Right.
Not only black folks, white folks don't know about black history, or they don't care to know about black history. So the question is, do you know what the 10 Commandments is? Have you Googled what the 10 Commandments is? And do you have a problem with it? Because a lot of times, that's just like who the order people is and stuff like that. A lot of people not educated on that.
Hey, look, I'm going to tell you right now, when I was a little kid, and my grandma, when the PBS special, the Moses, let my people go, she used to have me sit down in front of the TV and watch it over and over again. It was ingrained in my mind, the story of Moses, you know what I mean? So, hey, look, 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. Louisiana making moves to put the 10 Commandments in every classroom. What do y'all feel about the 10 Commandments being in schools? We gonna head to the lines. The caller, you're on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
What's going on, Tory Lowe?
How you doing, caller?
fantastic, brother. This weather is just lovely. I got the day off, and I'm sitting here looking at Liz Brown, so it's how you doing?
Zooming in.
Hey, salute,
I missed
King.
you at Juneteenth, but I heard that you were lovely.
You say you heard that I was lovely?
You,
hey.
Yeah, well, somebody told me you were dressed really nice and so classy.
Miss Juneteenth Universe.
Oh, salute.
I was coming to find you. Next year, I will not miss my opportunity to meet you in person. And I found out that you were a movie star, too. I got to watch that movie that C.L. Wilson had. I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah.
You have so many wonderful layers. You got wonderful layers. I know you're Arthur, but I didn't know you was in film, too. And you played somebody's wife, see.
No, I was his girlfriend. It was called Leave It at the Author. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, with regard to religion in school, what I really believe would be most valuable is what Catholic schools already do.
Mm-hmm.
And what they have is a class just called religion, which is not specific, but does teach the 5 major religions of the world, Hindu, Buddhist, Confucius, Jew, I think it's 6 or 7, I'm sorry. Judaism, Taoism, Christianity, and the Muslim religion. So you actually have a series of books that teach you some of the parallels of these religions, and once you learn history, where you go back to the Sumerians, you understand that these are mostly cultural differences, talking about the same 3 entities is what I found out in 7th grade. And so there's a greater discovery in that type of thing instead of being specific about Christianity or Jewish religion and forcing it on people, you know, because this is not just a Christian nation. There are people of many different religions, and sometimes when you force one religion, I'll say 100% of the time, if you force Muslim children to adhere to Christian values, then you're really forcing them away from the teaching of their parents, which is not right.
Hey, that's how I feel about when they talk about what they can do with the kids in the schools and things like that. If I'm teaching my kid one thing, they shouldn't go to school and learn something else. Mm-hmm. And I can understand that flow of traffic.
But I think it's a contradiction, you know, because when we believe that church and state is separate, that's a lie right now. You know, when they did the faith-based initiative, that erased that. So,
Michael, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Yeah. Now, first of all, I have to say I do believe in the Bible, the whole shot, as far as who Jesus is and all that. Having said that, I'm not sure how I feel about the 10 Commandments. Maybe put the last 5 commandments. You know, the rules of conduct, such as thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness. That's kind of universal. Put it up there. But the other first 4 commandments, I'm not sure that's a good idea, because you got different people who do, in fact, believe in a different God. You have some people that are into spirituality. They don't necessarily believe in Jesus as such. You have Muslims. You have people who are into Buddhism. But I think they're the last 5 commandments. That should be there as far as rules of conduct is concerned. But the other one, it's just a little bit too controversial. It also falsifies the lie that this is a Christian nation. This is not a Christian nation. It has never been a Christian nation as such. So, you know, don't put that lie up there. But the last 5, oh yeah, by all means. And I'm speaking as a person of faith, a person of a disciple. I don't like the word Christian. I rather use the word disciple of Yahshua. That's basically all I have to say.
Okay.
That's what's up. All right, Michael, I appreciate you for tapping in. Hey, look, 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017, or join us as we broadcast live, like the caller said. He watching you, Elizabeth Brown, on YouTube, 101.7
Hey, make
The
sure
Truth.
y'all hit that like button on YouTube.
Like and subscribe.
Salute.
Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to take callers, and we're going to see what we got on the chat, and we're going to see what we got on the talk to text. We're going to try to get to it all when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com.
Tune into the award-winning 1017 The Truth this Saturday at 10 a.m. for another episode of Community Heartbeat, presented by Outreach Community Health Centers. I will speak with practitioners and health experts about developing attitudes and lifestyles which don't just fight illness, but help prevent them. It's not just a show, it's a movement dedicated to bringing our community together through wellness. Do not miss Community Heartbeat, presented by Outreach Community Health Centers this Saturday at 10 a.m. on 1017 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk.
Get ready for an event like no other. Join us for a powerful conversation featuring special guest Senator Ron Johnson, hosted by the captivating radio host Tory Lowe, with music by
DJ Brother Z.
Turn the radio on.
Can you play that song for me?
From impactful discussions on pressing issues to electrifying beats that'll keep you moving, this event promises to be unforgettable. With Senator Johnson's insights, Tory Lowe's passion for community advocacy, and DJ Brother Z's killer tunes, this is more than just an event, it's an experience. Don't miss out. Join us Wednesday, June 26th at 6 p.m. at 275 West Wisconsin Avenue, Venue 3. Free food while it lasts. The Republican Party of Wisconsin paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.wisgop.org.
All insurance companies, they want to know where are your cars housed. They want to know how far are you driving to get to and from work every day. They want to know all these different things for weather patterns. Are you living in northern Wisconsin, or are you living down in Tornado Alley somewhere in Kentucky? These things make a difference as to how your insurance rates are formed. I need you to be factual, and every single time somebody commits these different frauds, it all adds up, and everybody ends up paying the price for it down the road.
Erie Insurance, providing the protection you need and the service you expect, all at a great price.
This is Telly Hughes for Educators Credit Union, where I am a member. Do you dream of owning a home? Educators Credit Union is by your side with better rates, lower fees, and award-winning member services to help turn your dreams into reality. Join one of their free home buying webinars throughout this summer to learn about the benefits of buying a home, home ownership grants, loan options, and so much more. Visit their website at ecu.com to reserve your virtual seat. Educators Credit Union is an equal housing lender.
Hi, I'm attorney David Gruber. After an accident, you need a trusted winning team on your side. For more than 30 years, Gruber Law Offices has helped Wisconsin families get the results they deserve. If you've been injured, call our firm today for a free consultation. We're available 24/7. Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
If I shoot my shot, I'll hit one. Matter of time till I get them all ticked off. Alright. We could go band for band.
We can go M for M.
$250,000 for the Maybach truck.
Double R with the factory rims. I got the 90, the years, the versions, the bribes, I'm really the threat.
It's got to the point that I don't even care. I got jewels in the safe that I don't even wear.
Bro, I do it for some shoes and some clothes. You'll see what it'll do for a necklace. Right, sure, look like a spider. It's crawling $1 on just the accessories. She made me
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Hey, yo.
Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry signed House Bill 71 to 10 commandments in every classroom.
Hey,
the law also requires that the commandments display include text explaining how studying the 10 commandments has a long history of American public education. That's what they're saying. The 10 commandments has a long history in American public education. Mm-hmm. So here we go. Do y'all believe in magic? Do you think it's going to even help? I mean, a lot of people feel like even if they did do this, it's too late. They didn't already corrupted
I don't think it's ever
the
too
public
late.
school system.
I mean, sexy red all up in the schools.
Right.
I'm saying,
so everything
like,
always already up in there.
Come
so
on. I mean,
they shouldn't,
why
took the prayer out in the first place?
Exactly, because again, it's a balance, and I don't think because when you looking at it, it's not about whose God you serve, and it's about the God that you serve. I think it's how people receive it, or how they want to take it. It's your God. If you believe in God, then take it. If you don't, leave it.
Hey. Also, a lot of people may not even know what the 10 Commandments is.
That part. Brown. That's all I'm saying.
Somebody, Brother Michael said the last 5 is cool, but the first 5 it may be questionable.
I don't think it is.
Hey, look, thou shalt have no other gods before me.
Right, and that's if you whatever God you represent, he wants you to be just about him.
And the explanation is God wants what's best for you. If you put something else before him in your life, it's harder for him to bless you. That's number 1.
And number 2 is you shall not make idols.
Thou shalt not make unto thee an graven image.
And that's idolizing. You understand?
Cars, clothes, sports, or even jobs are dangerous things to worship because they can go away.
Man-made.
But God will never go away, and that's why it's best for us to only worship him.
Come on.
That's the second commandment. Then the third one is, thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. Self-explanatory.
Yeah. Number 4.
Number 4, remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. Sunday or the Sabbath day is the day we can all go to church, worship God, and learn how to be better people as Christians. Keeping it holy means doing your best to remember him throughout the day.
Number 5, honor your mother and father, your father and your mother. I mean, come on. We need this.
Hey, look.
This is what we need.
Well, number 5 is, honor your mother and father. And to me, I feel like, when we have all these different religions out here, everybody can honor their own mother and father.
Facts.
Like that's something that should be understood, but many times it's not.
It's not. I mean, when you think about individuals, like I said, the things that our children are being taught, 101 genders, they can be a cat, you can feel like a dog, and somebody's supposed to give you a litter box.
That's crazy.
Again, if you're going to put all of these ideas out here, why this idea can't be in there? Because again, to place one idea without putting something out there to balance, everybody should have a choice.
They saying that, there's other religious ideas that if you're going to put this out there, then it's going against other people's religious ideas.
In reality.
Well, we got some callers on the lines. Thomas, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
My thing is most of the hello?
Yeah, we're listening.
Most of the commandments is the most important is the moral part of it. And then the other part is this. You just don't throw that up in the class. It's going to need some explaining, depending on what a kid's level is. And then the other part is it couldn't hurt any at all if they did that. And then 2 is sometimes when you explaining to the kids, it's like most of the time when we get in trouble, adults too, we either do what we want to do or we do what other people do, but don't nobody do what God say do. Now, say, okay, Thomas, he want to go up here and shoot this cat because he stepped on my shoe. That's what Thomas want to do. Or Thomas want to go up here and buy some weed or whatever, but I'm doing what I want to do or doing what other people do and not doing what God say do. And most of the times that get us in some trouble. That's my comment.
Hey. That's his thoughts.
Winky Blue. You're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, good afternoon, brother. Hey, what's up? Hey, listen. Anytime you catch somebody fighting against the 10 Commandments or anything like that, it's got to be pure evil. First of all, you got to realize that the 10 Commandments, mostly every religious group and even the old non-believing atheists believe in those principles. Let's just read the 10 Commandments. Let's do that. How about this? It only take about 10 seconds. You shall have no other God before you. So some people say, well, I don't believe in no God, or whatever God you got in your Christianity, you are your own God. Don't put nobody before you then if you your own God. You shall not make yourselves a carved image. That means you shouldn't put anything and worship it, whatever you is. See, if you read them 10 Commandments, you will realize that every group almost believe in the same thing. Islam, Buddhism, Shintoism, any of that kind of stuff. You shall not take the name of the Lord in vain. Even the atheist, when he say, gosh darn it, he just feel a little certain way. You know, if you just read those commandments, Tory, I ain't got time, but just read them to the people, and you will see that guess what? Almost every group abide by those 10 commandments. Honor your mother and your father. You know, you honor your mother and your father in any culture. You get to messing with your mom and daddy, them people might ask you out. They might even stone you and kill you. You know, you should not murder. You should not commit adultery. How about that one? Most spots, you got to have some kind of covenant, even if you got 10 wives. You can't be fooling around outside them 10 wives. So, you know, you should not steal. You should not bear false witness. All of those things are good morals, and anybody that want to fight against them is that same old wicked person or persons that's putting on that other stuff, like you said, these 100,000 genders and all of that. If you got a problem with morality, then there is a serious issue that's going on with you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, I'll say this. When we talk about when I was coming up, we used to have I think I was the last generation to have the prayer in school. Because I think I was actually able to have that experience. Mm-hmm. But then when I was younger, that's when it got removed. You know, during my childhood, coming up through the school system. And I can honestly say the decline is probably measurable.
Mm-hmm. It's very much so measurable, because all of these other ideas have been thrown. But all I'm saying, if we can have, you know, Sexy Red and all of these people, why not? Again, for those of us that have raised our children with morality, with these morals,
right,
they need a right to be able to be up in here with all of these other ideas and have their own ideas as well. Take from it what you will, eat the meat and spit out the bones. What don't apply, let it fly.
Hey, look, when we come back, we got White Widow on the lines. We got Miss Rose on the lines. We're going to talk to them when we get back. We got some talk to text. We got some chat. We're going to try to get to it all when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Dr. Ken Harris with his truth.
We're at a turning point in Milwaukee's political history as we go towards the end of this year and into 2025. The choices we make now will have a lasting impact on our city in the future. The impending financial difficulties necessitate a cooperative strategy that unites every aspect of our society to create long-term fixes. There has never been any question about the tenacity and the spirit of Milwaukeeans, and it is this strength that we need to utilize more than ever. Our future depends on creative problem solving, utilizing cross-border alliances, and being dedicated to making sure that all Milwaukeans' voices, especially those of the historically marginalized, are acknowledged and heard during the policymaking process. Prioritizing equitable development will ensure that long-standing imbalances are addressed and economic growth will benefit all Milwaukee citizens. You know, it's essential to make investments in Milwaukee's public services, infrastructure, educational systems in order to both prevent the budget crisis and create a more robust and energetic city. Now, as we traverse these obstacles, let us never forget that our community is our most valuable resource. And by working together, we can overcome any challenge and create a future that embodies Milwaukee's greatest qualities, which are resilience, being inclusive, and being a successful city.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris, weekdays from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. At 4 in the morning, my phone rang. They said, "I regret to inform you that your husband was wounded in action." Victor sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. I was doing school full-time, and I was also then caring for Victor. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. I just didn't want to forget that I also had goals and that I also had a life. What I did is I challenged Victor to meet me halfway. There are almost 6 million military and veteran caregivers across the nation. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 1017 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Alex Tellez. Over in baseball, the Milwaukee Brewers' West Coast road trip ended in a win on Sunday as they took down the San Diego Padres by a final score of 6-2. Tobias Myers earning his 4th straight win after pitching 5 innings, allowing only 1 earned run. They pick it back up this Monday, taking on the defending World Series champs in the Texas Rangers in Milwaukee. First pitch is scheduled for 7:10, with coverage beginning over on WTMJ at 6:35. Brewers still currently sit at first place in the division with a 5-game lead over the St. Louis Cardinals. And over in the NBA, the Milwaukee Bucks continue to prepare for this year's 2024 NBA draft as day 1 is set for this Wednesday as the Bucks hold the 23rd pick in the draft. This sports update brought to you by Associated Bank, proudly supporting your hometown teams, member FDIC.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Double up, 3 or 4 times, I ain't telling no lies, I just run it up. Never let a hard time humble us. Double up, I ain't telling no lies, I just, I ain't telling no lies, I just
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. The queen, the author, the advocate, Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Hey, yo.
We talking about these 10 commandments that Louisiana governor is trying to, I guess not trying, it's happening.
It happened, yeah.
And they're trying to get the 10 commandments in every class.
Correct.
In public schools.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a huge debate going on over this.
Of course.
And people on all sides weighing in, and I'm trying to get the debate on the show. I want people to weigh in on how do you feel about the 10 commandments being in the public school classes.
Yeah, how you feel matters.
When we talk about morals and things like that, I think a lot of people on the moral side think that this is good for the moral side of the kids learning a moral base.
Correct.
And then there's some people that they not with the religious ideas because they whatever they believe in,
and
saying that they're teaching a singular ideal of Christianity.
I don't. Again, I guess for me, it's how you take it. My thing is, we have opened the school doors up to so much. Again, for me, morality over money. I think I would like for my child to have this in her bag of tools at the school because she done picked up so much other stuff at the school. I don't see, no issue with it. In reality, when we talk about our children and what I teach my daughter, which is a mother, a father, and a child, this works for heterosexual children to be able to know exactly where they base is. So I don't see nothing wrong with it.
We're going to head to the lines. Miss Rose, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. How you doing, Miss Rose?
Oh, I'm doing fine. I just thought this was a beautiful subject to discuss because, number one, I'll be honest with you, it's not the parents being taken out of schools that cause the problem. It's the fact that the people should be teaching this at home. And there's nothing wrong, because you see, these commandments came from 613 commandments of the Judah religion. And when there are 14 books, just to give an example, let me give you just 3 names of some books. Let's say the third book is a season, like the Sabbath. Mm-hmm. Sabbath could be Saturday or Sunday, depending on because there are differences in time period back in the old days versus today. That's why Saturday is in some cases, Sundays are others. There are 14 books that were all condensed down to 10 commandments. Those 10 commandments, because all the 1,603 are very draconian, and that's what many third world countries and other religions use as a basis for what they do to justify whatever they do. And many times we get hung up on one type. And I think that exposure is very important of all religions, because take the Christian religion. The Christian religion consists of Catholicism, Protestantism. But there are 3 other religions that have the same belief in one entity. I don't use the word God because backwards it spells D-O-G, which is dog. And that's one of those things that should not be related to the Supreme Spirit of what makes us live today. The Spirit of the Lord is really what gives us right and wrong. And when we fail to listen, and I don't believe in the devil, because that's a term used just to justify putting off what you wanted to do anyway, but you want to blame some other entity.
I agree.
Okay. Hey, I appreciate you for tapping in, Miss Rose. White Widow, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in. White Widow. All right, we'll come back. Call back, White Widow. Tony from Tulsa, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Tory, how's it going?
How you doing, bro?
Brown, how are you this afternoon?
I'm good. Salute.
So, when I first heard about this last week, and this is the thing that I thought about. They always say that, these people, especially where the state where it is, we don't want the government in our business. We don't want the government in our business. But you would rather interject the government into schools. So it's like the picking and choosing thing, I don't agree with. There's a reason why there's a separation of church and state.
But the church is always out pushing for people to sign up to vote.
It's not separate.
Right.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, we talk about the separation of church and state, but it's already happening. What is souls to the polls?
The faith-based initiative is federal.
Exactly, and that's the thing. It should be, as per our Constitution, the separation of church and state, and we don't have that. And I feel that personally, if you're going to have these commandments, which I still don't understand, that there's these 10 commandments that they say this is the deal. Remember, if they read their books, those commandments got destroyed. Remember, Moses threw those things on the golden calf, destroyed those things, and then there was another set of commandments which had nothing to do with these. But that's another subject for another point. But my point is that if you're going to do this, are you going to do that with the Quran, with their moral list? Are you going to do that with the Book of Vegeta? Are you going to? The list goes on.
Well, don't forget that they got the satanic clubs too. Because if you open up the door for religion, they're a religion too. So you can't discriminate from the satanic religious clubs. That's already going on right now.
I need that chime right there, because there you go. So remember when this was in the state of Oklahoma, they wanted the 10 Commandments at the state capitol, and the Church of Satan was like, okay, cool. Well, if you want that there, then we can have our commandments there as well. And so that defeated that initiative, because it's like, oh, well, you can't have one, as the saying goes, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. They didn't want that. So it's like, okay, cool, we'll take it down. So that was the way that they got that taken down. I think if they want to do this in Louisiana, they should do the same thing. But before I go, Tory, I'm going to have to call you back, and we're going to have to discuss the petrodollar not being re-signed. All right?
Yeah, hey, that's a deep. We might have to bring that up tomorrow, because you know what? I saw that over the weekend, and I was digging through that, and I'm trying to. A lot of people feel. I was asking a couple people. A lot of people feel like nothing's going to happen to our dollar, even though they removed it from the petro as a currency to use to trade for gas. So I'm just interested in how is the U.S. dollar going to stay afloat without that?
You think of it, they were a big contributor of the dollar. And so what's saving us right now is because BRICS has not agreed upon what type of capital they're going to take. Are they going to take the ruble, which is the Russian dollar? Are they going to take the, I think it's the pence from the Chinese dollar? They don't know right now which one's going to be, the currency. But once they figure that out, then inflation is going to go sky high. You think inflation is high now? Wait till that happens.
They saying that the U.S. dollar might turn into the peso.
Facts. Lower.
That's what they said. And there was an article they said a lot of banks may collapse too.
Correct.
That'll be what. And again, this is all by design. And people, I'm telling you, please wake up and stop thinking just left and right. It's about it's not about red and blue. It's about green. And if you're not on the green team, they don't care. So we can sit here and be like, Joe Biden is this or Trump is that. I was like, again, none of these guys have our best interest. But I'll belabor that point for another day, hopefully tomorrow, about the petrodollar.
Hey, look, I appreciate you for tapping in, Tony from Tulsa. Hey, look, when we come back, we got some smoke on the lines, Truth Nation. We talking about the 10 Commandments in the classroom. We're going to talk about it when we get back. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Truth Nation, it's time to tap in. Them lines got that smoke. Call now at 833-212-1017 so we can put you in rotation.
Truth Nation, Gruber Law Offices and The Truth have raised the stakes for this year. The One Call, That's All Gruber Cash Giveaway is now a $5K giveaway. Yes, you heard it right. $5,000 giveaway. Every weekday on 1017 The Truth, you will have the chance to be entered to win the $5K giveaway. Listen to The Truth for the One Call, That's All cue to call for your chance to win $5,000. Gruber Law Offices, One Call, That's All. Visit 1017thetruth.com for official contest rules.
What distinguishes Old National Bank from other lenders in helping people buy their first home and furthering their small businesses?
One thing that really makes us stand out is our grants. We have 2 really big grants right now specifically for first-time home buyers buying in Milwaukee County. The first one is for $15,000. They have to be buying within Milwaukee County and reach certain income limits. And then the second one is for $20,000, and that is through the Federal Home Loan Bank of Indiana. We're headquartered in Indiana, as you know, Denise. So that is a second grant, and that is really the highest, most robust grant program throughout the entire southeastern Wisconsin area. So it's it's up to $35,000 essentially that a person could be receiving for their first home. If you are in a position that you're looking to buy your first home throughout Milwaukee County, please give me a call. Please contact me. I'm more than happy to help everybody that I can.
And what's your number, Anna?
Sure.
How can they reach you?
414-978-0283.
Experience, knowledge, results. That's what really matters when you need help after a serious truck accident. You'll need a lawyer experienced in fighting and winning for people just like you. Gruber Law Offices has the resources, strong track record of success, and a team of experienced lawyers to take care of your needs. We've successfully helped people injured in big truck accidents for more than 35 years. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here, reminding you that a lot of life's firsts are better with help from American Family Insurance. Like your first home expansion, or your first big lightning strike, There's a first for everything. Get the right home policy at the right price with the right help from American Families agents. Life's better when you're under American Families roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company SI and its operating company 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Registration is now open for Greater Milwaukee Urban League's Microsoft certification course. Youth class takes place on Mondays and Wednesdays for 6 weeks starting Monday, June 24th from 9 a.m. to 10:15 a.m. Adult class takes place Tuesdays and Thursdays for 6 weeks starting on Tuesday, June 25th from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Earn your Microsoft certificate in PowerPoint, Word, and Excel, all with an in-person instructor. Work at your own pace and add new skills to your resume. For more information, contact Ms. Taylor at ltaylor@tmul.org. Hurry! Space is limited.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Not 1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Hey, yo.
Now, we've been having this conversation about Louisiana and these 10 Commandments. With Moses standing there with the staff talking about everybody get it right. But a lot of people have been weighing in. I've been looking at the comments on social media. I've been looking at the talking heads. There's people weighing in on all sides. But I want to know, Truth Nation, how do you feel about this? The 10 Commandments in the schools. 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. Lana Banana.
Hey.
You on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
How y'all doing today?
Good. How are you, Queen?
God bless you, Queen.
I'm fine, Queen. Thank you, King. All right. So this is my opinion. Can you hear me?
Yes. We listening.
Okay, I'm sorry because I got the watch on. I want to put it on the car. I just want to say, in my opinion, I feel that it's not a good idea to put the 10 Commandments in schools because it's subjective and it's not inclusive, and some students may feel left out. And it might make them maybe rebel because religion and what you believe in is an important part of one's life, a major part of one's life. So they would probably take that, kind of hard. Maybe it should be like some type of policy, like in general, to say, rules or school rules or something like that.
Okay. All right. Hey, some kind of policy.
Hey, thanks for your input, Queen.
Bring your religious book into the school and read for an hour.
Hey, that would be nice.
It might work like a study hall. Yeah, everybody come in, study hall, whatever whatever you believe in religiously or whatever, and read it for. I don't know. What else could happen? You know what I mean? But we gonna stay on the lines. Eddie. You're on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Hey, Tori. Hey, Elizabeth. How you doing today?
Hey, how you doing, Eddie?
How are you?
Are you with the 10 Commandments in the schools?
I am. If we can teach Satanism and transgender sex to third graders, yeah, I'm all for it. I don't see why not. Nobody in Islamic nations has to ask if they can teach Islam in the classroom. It's time that we wake up and bring this country back to a moral cadence. That's what I wanted to say. But I do have a second thing to say. Sorry.
Go right ahead.
Willie Mays passed away this last week, as we all know.
I don't know who Willie Mays is.
Oh, you do too?
No, I don't.
He's a baseball player. You don't know who Willie Mays is? Sorry, he was the Michael Jordan of baseball.
You talking about Willie Mays, the baseball player?
Yes.
Okay.
Not the rapper, the baseball player.
Bruh. Okay, hey. You took me off guard.
I just wanted to acknowledge his incredible sacrifice to come out of the Negro Leagues and go into Major League Baseball and serve a couple years in the service. His stats could have been much better if he had those 2 years, but he did, as an American male, he did what he had to. He went and served. And it is said all around, he is probably all around the best baseball player that's ever played. I think, with the exception, I think only one person could be considered at that level next to him or above him, and that would be Caitlin Clark. But between those two, Tory,
here we go.
Between Caitlin and Willie Mays, I think
somebody bring the Sandman out. Somebody get the Sandman from the Apollo out and yank Eddie off the lines. All right, Eddie. Thank you for tapping in. Hey, look, we got Mr. Moore. You're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
What up?
How you doing, Mr. Moore?
Hey, I'm glad you was joking about Willie Mays. That's a history test right there.
Right.
Hey, listen. Them 10 commandments, it was 47 commandments. Them commandments didn't come from they God, you know. They came from school. So if you read about Socrates and stuff like that, that's where all that came from. Yeah, just the fun. And I came in first place too over the summer. Over the weekend, first place in this fishing tournament. But
congratulations!
Thank you. We did a young book about Socrates. They poisoned the Romans as teaching class, and then was the subjects that came up in the book that religion, too much religion. It ain't nothing but a way to manipulate people.
Hey, he said the religious ideas is the way to manipulate people. Many times when people colonize folks, they bring in the missionaries.
All facts.
Missionaries come through first.
But I mean, again, that's factual. But look at everything that's inside our schools right now. I'm saying,
right? You saying there are other ideas that are going against what people believe
morality,
in the schools, right?
Exactly. So again,
I just like to hear it. I like to hear the conversation. You know, everybody going to take away what they're going to take away from it. But my grandma was big on the prayer in schools. White Widow, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
All right, I'm just going to go fast. This is God pandering. It makes me sick. Trust me, the majority of the people in this country are not Christians. And just because they don't follow the organized institutional edict of the Christians doesn't mean that they're good people. There's people out here who follow Jesus. And number one, is this governor, did he have a referendum of the people to put this in public schools? If they want religion, go to parochial schools. This is a white Louisiana governor, and all it's doing is taking attention, put a flash in there and let him get something to chomp on. The Constitution and the Supreme Court ruled years and years. Now the ACLU is going to go in there and make a bunch of bucks by suing Louisiana. This white governor standing alone, and you think Louisiana public schools are pumping out black doctors, lawyers?
No.
Are you kidding me? This is disgusting. This is just insulting. Stop God pandering. And like the Democrats say, when asked, why do you lead with God? It softens them up. So quit. Just quit, man. It just makes me sick.
Oh, wow. Softens them up. Getting them vulnerable.
Sound like the witch with Hansel and Gretel.
Oh, wow. All right. When we come back from break, Truth Nation, we got Thomas on the lines. We're going to talk to Thomas. And we got guests. We're going to talk to him when we get back. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Truth Nation, our first Beyond the Mic Happy Hour Mixer Series was a hit. Round 2 is up next. Join me and my Truth teammates for my Beyond the Mic Happy Hour Mixer Series on Tuesday, June 25th from 5 until 7 p.m. at Scene 1 Restaurant and Lounge, located at 5526 West North Avenue in Milwaukee. There will be delicious cocktails, great conversation, and unforgettable memories. Plus, from 5 until 6 p.m., your first drinks are sponsored by PWD Computers. So mark your calendars for Tuesday, June 25th from 5 until 7 p.m. at Scene 1 Restaurant and Lounge.
Summerfest is back, and the award-winning 101.7 The Truth has got you covered with front-row access passes to the best concerts at Summerfest this year.
Tune in to all your favorite Truth shows every day so you do not miss your chance to win tickets and wristbands to see artists like SZA, Bryson Tiller, Lil Uzi Vert, En Vogue, K-Camp, and so many more.
Don't miss your chance to see these artists up close and personal during Milwaukee's biggest summer party. Summerfest is presented by our founding partner, American Family Insurance.
My name is Ariel. When I arrived in the U.S. at 19, I struggled to find job opportunities without my high school diploma. My entire life changed when I took a chance and got my high school diploma at age 22. Everything I have, my education, my career, my marriage, I owe to the Adult Literacy Center and my teachers. They were with me every step of the way, helping with my English and math, making sure I push through all the challenges.
Ariel, your success proves that what I'm doing as a teacher has real meaning.
It was an honor helping you achieve your greatness. Now you're helping others achieve theirs. It inspires me.
Education was the key that unlocked all my opportunities.
When you graduate, they graduate. Find free and supportive adult education centers near you at finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
The impact of a meal goes well beyond feeding our bodies, because when people don't have to worry about where their next meal is coming from, they can truly thrive, like Marta.
And now we'll hear from our class valedictorian, who with our hard work never ceases to amaze us. Please welcome Marta Moreno.
And Alex.
Hey, Alex, how did the interview go?
I did it! I got the job! I can't believe it!
I knew it. Let's meet up later to celebrate.
And Diego.
Mom! I got first place at the science fair with my volcano project.
That's amazing, sweetie. Congratulations.
Because when people are fed, futures are nourished, and everyone deserves to live a full life. Join the movement to end hunger at feedingamerica.org/actnow. feedingamerica.org/actnow. A public service announcement brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
You are listening to the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations. 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Psst, we bought that action.
The place for the realest conversations.
I appreciate United Garden Homes for stopping through with a check for $2,000.
Yes.
Some people came through anonymously.
Yes.
Dropped off money. The family has received those funds. And whatever you can do, if everybody do a little, nobody has to do a lot.
The movement continues.
Did you ever think that you would be in this position right now where your daughter would have some way lose her life?
I didn't want to believe it. All the times I called, sometimes the phone would ring and ring and ring for days. I didn't want to know that she had successfully committed suicide.
What are some of the conditions in the jail that got people upset, like the living conditions on a day-to-day basis?
We'll come out of our cell at 11 o'clock in the morning. We'll get food and we'll get medication. So that shortens the time. Out of those 2 hours, we'll probably get an hour out, and then we'll have to lock back down. And by lock back down, I mean we stay in our cell. We get fed in our cell. We don't come out our cell at all. And that's pretty much the biggest problem. Like, they simply say that they're short-staffed, but that's not enough because they knew that they were going to be short-staffed. Like, this has been a problem for over 2 years now.
The marathon continues.
There's never been a better time to make change in the city of Milwaukee, starting with the youth. And we talked about the housing. Willie Hines, y'all boy Willie Hines, and they trying to change the leadership over there. We got our hands full, and it's not the time. But we got attorney B. Ivy Lamar on the lines right now, calling from the courthouse. How you doing, attorney B. Ivy Lamar?
Hey, what's going on, Tory? I'm good, man. Happy to be here.
Joining me on the line, Dr. Umar Johnson How you doing, brother, Dr. Umar Johnson?
Peace and Pan-Africanism, good brother, Black Power, to all my brothers and sisters in Milwaukee, Kenosha, Green Bay, Racine, and across the state of Wisconsin.
Yo, peace, King. I'm going to stand with you and walk with you, brother.
God bless you.
Because I think it's an important thing, what you're doing, and you need to have the support of the community. Regardless if we live in these areas or not, it all affects us in one way or shape or form.
It's time for that action and all the smoke. This is the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association award-winning Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and streaming live on YouTube.
Yam, yam, pam, 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 jam, jam.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, wow.
Man, best show in the world, bro. You got the best show in the world. I hope you know that, man.
God bless you, brother. I appreciate that.
Speak up, speak up, speak up to you both. Thank you so much. Tory, you spoke to my kids. Liz, you did too. But you spoke to my kids, and when I tell you both that they was talking about what we did earlier that morning all day, that's literally what they was doing. They was talking about it all day. My son was just hollering, awesome. Where's Tory? Like,
tell Tony, all aboard. It's okay to jump on the love train.
I'm not jumping on the love train.
We might got a couple seats left.
Listen, he ain't going to be – Jordan Love will not be the starter in 5 years.
Trash. That's a trash.
That's just my take.
Now you're trying to string it out.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Well, I'll need some apologies from the staff of 101.7.
Oh, wow. Wait a minute. I think the line's messing up. Hey, Eddie. Oh, I guess something happened with Eddie.
Hush up, boy.
And they have an agenda. And the agenda is a satanic one. I don't know why people don't talk about it. You can't talk.
Oh, Yo, they just empty.
I want to make sure that I let you know that to hear a person and have a person like you in this community, the way that you are selfless, the way that you give, even when your cup is not even full, you are filling other people's cups. And that just inspires me to make sure that I help you the best way that I can by doing my part.
As always, my good brother, stay cool, stay calm.
Now, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue in the heart of downtown Milwaukee, here is the king of talk radio, Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth, the most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM, the movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth, from one to four. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready. 101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 The Truth. Thank you for joining me for the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. We got the queen, the author, the advocate, Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Yeah.
Hey, look, we've been having another powerful conversation.
And we have.
And we got guests coming through.
Yeah.
But I want to finish getting these callers off the lines. We've been talking about Louisiana. We've been talking about the 10 Commandments in the classroom. Interesting conversation we've been having.
Very much.
Because my grandma was upset when they took the prayer out of school. My grandma said they didn't took the Lord out of the classroom. And this is when I was coming up.
Right.
But it wasn't the 10 Commandments.
Correct.
Like how they trying to do now.
Right.
This was like a prayer that they said. I think it was the Our Father. I think it was that.
Correct.
So now they trying to put the 10 Commandments, and a lot of people, they got something to say about the 10 Commandments, Elizabeth Brown.
They do, as they should. They have a right to speak their mind too.
Number 5, honor thy mother and father. Number 6, thou shalt not kill. We definitely need that posted.
Come on.
Somewhere.
The City Hall too. Like,
thou shalt not commit adultery. Y'all know y'all don't
need that in the White House.
Y'all women don't like when people cheat now. Y'all don't like cheating.
Hey, I said they need it in the White House.
You know how y'all be. Y'all stick through anything, but if it's cheating,
hey, I gotta go.
I'm out.
And that's a violation.
Hey.
Thou
shall not steal. This the one that need to be in the administrative office.
All facts.
They need to see that
hall.
plastered on the administrative office, the financial directors, and all those people need to have thou shall not steal.
Yeah. Matter of fact,
need a mural.
Need to be swearing.
They need a mural of Moses in the room with the staff with the thou shall not steal steal the money.
Yes.
Thou shall not bear false witness.
False witness
against thy neighbor.
Correct.
You know, don't be lying on folks.
Come on. You don't want to get lied on.
They don't want this in the classroom.
All facts.
Thou shall not covet. Covet means to be so jealous of something or someone else that someone else has that you want it so desperately that you start being envious.
Hey, that
jealous.
Part. Green eyes of envy. Yeah.
Jealous eyes will envy the work of the Lord.
Hey, like the devil.
Look, I'm gonna head to the lines. Shadrach, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth.
Good afternoon, Tory. How are you doing today?
How you doing, Shadrach? Where's Meshach and the Bandit go?
Fine. Yeah, I am the three man in one. So let me go straight to my point, Tory. I mean, first of all, I would like to emphasize that the government coming into our family dynamic really did a whole lot more of damage than good. I mean, when the government refused to allow the parents to discipline their children, that messed up a lot. The government only think they have only one way, one metric of disciplining the children, which is when they come in, they take the children, send them to jail, to the pipeline, or to the juvenile, and they return our child back to us broken, not able to fit back to the society. Why? It's because of the felony conviction, it's because of the misdemeanor, which we all know that it has a long-time effect in their life. But when they allow the parents, when I mean the parents, the father, the mother, to discipline their children, you and I know, as a father that you are, you know your child, you understand your child, and you know how to establish a discipline that's going to be more effective with more probability of straightening up that child for whatever they have done wrong or whatever they did wrong. So personally, I think the government coming in is wrong, and I think the government should take a little step backward and allow the family to do their job on their children. When it comes to the Louisiana, it's introducing 10 commandments to the school. Personally, I think it does violate the core fundamental of this nation, which is the right to practice and not to practice religion. And I knew you asked me, Miss Liz, that what do you think? And I think she like, I'm okay by it because it fits the heterosexual sexuality of the society. But I'm going to ask this question. How would you feel if your child comes back and tells you that, daddy or mommy, today a Quran has been displayed in the class?
I wouldn't be upset. Matter of fact, my daughter read the Quran, you know.
I read the Quran.
I read the Quran too. Again, what I'm saying, how I taught my daughter, because I know how I taught her at home. But again, we have to make sure when you have your children, what are you going to say when your children come home and say that it's 103 genders? You know, again, you have to take that in your own account, and you have to make sure that your children have a base. But this 10 commandments for me, like I said, morality over money for me. So this right here, to me, if we can have Sexy Red coming in our schools, again, when we talk about public education, we're talking about majority black children. Okay, so in reality, I don't have an issue with the 10 commandments because, again, like I stated, there has to be some type of basis. Every idea, you have to put another idea out there to combat that.
Plus, the Quran got some moral base in it, too.
Facts. I mean,
anything that can establish a moral grounds is good.
I say take whatever you need to take from whatever and use it for the betterment of yourself with that information. I'm a true believer that I'm going to listen to everybody around the table, the Quran, Buddhism. I take something from everything.
Long as you ain't creating no victims.
That's it.
My thing is, if a rock going to stop you from creating victims, I'm going to have another rock in my pocket that look like that one, just in case you lose that
Facts.
one, to keep you on the right track. Thomas, you on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Yeah, I agree with White Widow to a certain extent. I agree with White Widow because you have to think about it. You got a governor at Louisiana said?
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the most racist, and he's probably a Ku Klux Klan as we speak.
A grand wizard.
Right?
Bruh. Right.
A grand wizard. And for him to come up with that, now White Widow, she did have a point, but see, people don't understand that God can change folks' minds, and God can use people and turn something that's that looks that and turn it the other way, and he uses people. Now, I'll give you an example. Okay, Tory, the establishment, they don't want to deal with you, right? Downtown or whatever.
Correct.
I don't want to deal with them either.
Guess what God did? No, guess what God did? He elevated you anyway.
Facts.
Now you're reaching more people.
Facts.
Y'all got to look at it, man. They ain't stopping nothing. Watch. It's going to get better and bigger.
All facts.
Powerful.
That's all I want to say.
Hey, look, so my grandma said God can use a donkey.
I'm telling you. Anybody can be used. A tool.
Like I said, look, I'll say this, we gotta figure out how we're going to move forward. And these are the conversations that we need to have and talk about it, because there are different ideas out here, are different established religions out here. And I think that anything that gives anybody a moral compass or a moral base is good. It can't be negative.
Not at all.
It can't be nothing bad from it. And I think every last religious idea or book has some good points in it that you can use to improve your life.
All facts.
That's what I feel.
And I'm saying, if it don't apply, let it fly. The bottom line is the main idea, because like I said, since the beginning of time, they gave us our history. They gave us, it's so many lies.
A lot of people think our history is in the Bible.
Come on. And we're trying to decipher what it is that we want to do.
Hey.
And when we're talking about our children, like I stated, the majority of public schooling is with black children. So your thoughts do matter.
Hey, look, when we come back, we got guests.
Yeah.
We're going to talk to them when we get back. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com. Thank you, Truth Nation. Your willingness to share your stories with our community has helped make the Tory Lowe Show a 2-time First Place Wisconsin Broadcasters Association Award winner.
Hey, I'm tapping in from the Milwaukee County Jail. Yeah, man, they treating us real bad up in here, man. I mean, they had us sleeping in feces and urine. They took the batteries from us, told us there wasn't no batteries in stock. I ain't never heard that in my life.
We do this all for you, Milwaukee. We are the award-winning 101.7 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk.
The Empowerment Small Business Loan Program, we're talking about up to $5 million, which for small business owners, we need that. That's like payroll, that's resources. So can you just let us know, what is the program and why is this lending program so important to Old National Bank?
Years ago, our CEO, Jim Ryan, this program is his brainchild. He was working with Roland Shelton, who you know Denise out of Evansville, and they identified that African-American business owners, Hispanic business owners, Native American business owners, as well as women business owners had a difficult time in obtaining financing from the traditional credit partners. And so we went out, created a program, launched it last year, 2023. And so far last year, we have helped over 100 successful minority and women-owned businesses with about $25 million in loans. We've already started this year with almost $8 million in approvals, again, geared toward minority business owners and women business owners that normally had difficulties in obtaining traditional credit finance.
Calling calling all MPS alumni and supporters. Grab your golf clubs and show up and show out for Milwaukee's kids. The MPS Foundation is proud to announce the inaugural MPS Foundation Golf Outing for MKE's future. Happy Wednesday, June 26th at Brown Deer Golf Course. Grab your foursome and head to mpsfdn.org for more info and to sign up. That's mpsfdn.org. Call Vanessa Claypool today to register. Together, we can drive positive change for Milwaukee's schools.
In our community, you will find a Center for Food Security. You'll discover a Center for Behavioral Health Support, a proven center for home care, a successful center for employment, a center for trauma recovery, and more. We are Centers for Independence. Find out how you can support Centers for Independence's work and mission at cfihope.org/independence.
PWD surveillance, clear as day. 4K resolution or better, keep troubles away. Don't let poor surveillance set you back. Bank account can't handle that. Crime rising, that's a fact. PWD HD surveillance. Give us a call today, 414-445-5793.
When you're high, you feel different. Pretty obvious, right? You think different, talk different, but if you feel different, you drive different. So if you're high, just don't drive. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Shut it. Young G's. Yeah. What's up? Y'all know it's a 103. 103. What's up? Yeah. Yo, I say I'm married to the game. Even got a wedding ring. 6 white cars and I put that on everything. White Benz, white Porsche, white Bent, white rain, white vet, white brains, all white everything. All white everything. All white everything. I'm about to kill him this summer. I'm doing all white everything. All white.
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos. Elizabeth Brown in studio.
Hey, yo.
We got guests.
Yeah.
Now, there's a white party coming up Saturday. Hey, Brother Jones.
Yeah, how you doing? How you doing today, good
Brother Smith.
What's going on? Thanks for having us.
Hey, look. What's happening then?
A grand experience. A grand experience called the All White Experience. Brought to you by us three. Something for the city of Milwaukee, just to, share some light and good energy and good times and high vibrations.
Now, Jagged Edge?
Jagged Edge.
It's supposed to be there?
The Jagged Edge, singing all of your favorites.
What? I mean, I just think that's powerful.
Meet me at the
yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Sorry.
I was gonna say, meet me at the altar.
I'm joining them.
Is marriage still a thing nowadays? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Now, what's the idea behind this white party?
The idea is pushing the culture forward, giving us something to make us feel proud as a city. Just a bunch of unity. What we felt there was a need for. If anyone know, we have a history and a lot of promotions in regards to the city, but we have been gone for so many years in events for this magnitude. So we always was under the belief that if we could create these type of events and these type of spaces, we could bring the people from the regular 9-to-5 people, the regular business owner, community leaders, political, and if we put them all in a room together, having a great time and looking good, because we do look good as the people when we're dressed.
Okay.
We always felt like that's how to push the culture forward and push the city forward. Give people, put them in a room and give them access to people that they normally wouldn't have access to. What a great backdrop. That's how we always felt that how we changed the trajectory of the community.
Now this used to be, I think there was a huge white party at the lakefront at one point.
Yes,
now how has it evolved over the years? Because this is in the Barrett Center, right?
Yes.
So now it's at the Barrett Center, but it used to be out and about, or in the past.
Correct. And years ago, we did have a similar. The All White Experience is different from the All White Affair. Still some similarities, but it's a different concoction, a different group with different ideas, and for this event, of course, the one thing that's different is that this event is indoor and outdoor as well. And the lady was always talking about they don't like walking on concrete and heels, so now we're on carpet. But one of the biggest points that we're adding on is a fashion show.
This year it's a fashion expose. I'm sorry, curated by Lena Cole, hosted by Tej Boone, showcased by Jeff McAllister, assistant Denise Smith. So that's another element that we're adding on. So is this going to be during the all white party, or this is a different event and then it's going to lead to the all white party?
All of it.
Okay, so give me the times, events, because this sounds like something interesting where you're going to do the fashion show and the party. Is that going to be conjoined? Is that going to be two separate ideas?
It's going to all be under the same night. Many events to go forward from say 6 to 7:30. We're going to have an all white steppers event.
Okay.
From around 7:30, somewhere between that time, 7:30 to
How
9.
do we get registered? We got to register when you get there.
Oh, all the tickets are online. Eventbrite.
Okay, Eventbrite.
Yeah, so we're going to start the night off with an all white steppers event with Cynthia and Lisa from MSBU. So from after that, we're going to have expose, the fashion show. Somewhere between 7:30 and 9. We have a host of 8 DJs.
Okay.
8 DJs, the hottest DJs in the city. And then after that, we're gonna close the night out with Jagged Edge.
That sound like a huge party going on.
That's one of the reasons why we did call it the experience, because it's a little bit different. We want to give people a lot without giving them too much. Take them right there, and then let them fly.
All right.
Y'all say the hottest DJs. What about DJ Brother Z?
I'm gonna be out of town.
Hey, we might have room for DJ Brother Z one day.
Hey, let me tell you something.
That's my man.
This boy, he the Bucks DJ. He DJ'd with the Packers.
Hey, we got to put our people on.
Hey, we not above having a conversation about it.
Hey, say less.
Hey, that's what's up.
We got events in the future.
So
who knows?
Is this something like the Paris-like thing where they had a runway and then, the celebrities all get together and it be a party after, the walk in Paris?
I
guess there's
it's our own.
Yeah, I think you got the concept correct.
Okay.
I think that this is like 5 events in one night. That's why we called it the experience.
Okay.
That's it. And even like we said, DJs having 8 DJs on one show.
That's powerful.
That's a lot of music going on. Are they going to be rotating from one circuit, or are they going to be placed throughout the Barrett Center?
So they are going to be placed throughout the Barrett Center. We got the rooftop patio where we have 4 DJs out there, and then we have another space in the ballroom where we have 4 DJs there.
Okay.
And then you got the one and only DJ New Styles will be DJing the fashion show.
Okay.
Yeah, most definitely New Styles. 100%. That's going to be a good time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, how did y'all get Jagged Edge to come through?
That's a funny story because these gentlemen to my left right here, they actually went and polled the city. They was at Mayfair Mall.
Okay.
Then they went to the Sherman Phoenix. And then just random, I think they stopped on a couple bus station stops.
Yeah.
Salute, because y'all wanted what the people wanted.
Yeah, we wanted what the people wanted. Because we had a list of all of our favorites and people who we thought would be good, but we wanted to know what would be the best for the people.
Oh, that's dope.
And the people spoke.
Hey, that's what's up. Hey, we all about what the people want.
Yeah.
Now, how do
a unanimous decision?
Okay.
Now, how do they get the tickets? How do they get involved?
Tickets are available at the All White Experience with the Next.eventbrite.com, and that's the All White Experience with the Next, not EX. .eventbrite.com.
Okay. Anything that y'all want to let the people know before we run the break?
If you do plan on coming and getting a ticket, this is not a joke or we're not kidding. Tickets will be selling out soon. We're at about 94% sold out. All tables are 100% sold out. So we encourage everyone to get your tickets right now while you still can. Nah, everyone's VIP. Everyone's VIP. Everyone's VIP.
How?
So
it's only standing room only.
There are
Is the
tables
tables?
available.
Oh, okay. I thought
There
you
are
said they were
tickets
sold
available.
out.
There are tickets available.
Okay.
Yeah.
There are tickets available.
Okay.
Tables are there.
Okay.
But we thought about everybody. They're seating throughout the venue as well. You know,
Okay.
set up lounge in the not you don't want to call it hallway, in the entry space foyer. And there'll be seating also on the patio, fire pits. It's gonna be nice.
So with all the DJs, we're gonna be dancing. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
listen, bring your sandals too.
I know that's right.
Bring your sandals too.
Now get the date, the time, and how to get tickets one more time.
June 29th, 2014, the Beer Center, the new Beer Center downtown Milwaukee. All tickets are on Eventbrite. The all-white experience with an X.
2024.
Hey, look, I might have to get my all white on. You know
Why
what I mean?
not? Why not? We do it for the city.
This will
That's
be
only right.
This will be my first time even doing anything like that. I be running so much. It be so much so many tragedies going on. I be just trying to get something to eat sometimes. I mean, so this sounds like a great event to go to relax, have
Get
a
out
good
your
time.
Yeezys.
Hey, yeah, get out my Yeezys, right?
Yeah, this one of those events, y'all, that we asked this. There have been a lot of great events in the city. This was a great weekend in Milwaukee. In
Right.
fact,
Yeah.
But we want to ask this once again. How many times, if we didn't have this event, one of the reasons why we had this event, because we asked, we will never have this many people in one room throughout the year. We needed this for the city. We needed it to push the culture forward. How many times we going to get these many people in
And
one
that's what
room?
I was going to say. I was going to ask a question. When you get these many people in one space, what message do we give? A message of unity, a message of love? That's why I always ask, when you have the opportunity to have these many people in one space, what are we trying to say? Because we got a lot of struggles going on out here. People coming to this all-white party to get away from a lot of the ideas that they're dealing with on a day-to-day basis. And I always want to find out what the meaning of, coming together in unity. What are those ideas?
I think you hit it on the head. Like, it's unity, it's love. This is not about religion. It's not about color. It's not about race. It's not about none of that. It's about getting together as a people, like Johnny said, pushing the culture forward. And then also getting together for a good cause. A portion of all proceeds will go to a nonprofit organization called Hey Girl.
Okay. And Hey Girl is?
Hey Girl is an organization that mentors girls in and aging out of the foster care system.
Oh, that's powerful.
Hey, salute. So on the talk to text, 0464 said, what is the cost?
$75.
Only $75.
Only $75 for all you get. That's a lot to get for $75. We got a national act impacting the city. All white
fashion show.
Oh, dope.
All white steppers event. And the thing that we want to mention too, when we created this event, we made sure that it was intergenerational. We wanted people to look at this and be able to see themselves between the ages of 21 to 65 to 70.
Okay.
We created something for everybody to do. We want to look. We want people to look at this, and we want you to be able to the mothers be able to hang out with the daughters, the sons to hang out with their dads. Because you ask, what are we doing?
Right.
We trying to create impact. We trying to change the narrative. We trying to create something that's meaningful, that's impactful, something that this city really needs. We need this to change, especially all those things we went through.
Liz, you a stepper?
I am.
You can get out there and do the little stepping.
I am a stepper.
Hey,
I don't want a couple.
love.
I didn't want a couple. Stepper
Really?
thing. Yeah. All in
Both of
Chicago.
y'all have to come.
Hey,
I'm gonna work it out after this, but both of y'all have to be in the building.
like I said, I haven't experienced, since I've been home advocating, I don't think I ever been out in any of that atmosphere.
Nope, you haven't.
I haven't. Yeah.
You might need it.
Well, let me tell you something.
It's a good balance.
I do need to break. I do need to relax. I do. I always say I need to find a way to get on vacation.
Facts.
But I'm excited that the brothers are here to try to, let everybody know we're coming together. Especially, this is the energy, unity, coming together,
love,
spreading love. What better way to do it with 8 DJs, an all-white party with a fashion show? It sounds powerful to me.
With the finest men and women dressed in their best.
We look good as a people when we dress, y'all.
Yes, we do.
We can't wait. One of the things that me, Myron, and Tim talked about it, we said we can't wait for this night and we have several photographers, videographers. We can't wait for them to get on stage and just show a picture of how we look together. We need it.
And we're at the Barrett Center.
And with the Bears.
And they just redid the Bears. They just
Actually,
did a lot of construction on it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a new construction.
This is a whole other wing. No one's ever seen this unless you've attended, Stepping with the Stars, which was another amazing event.
Powerful.
Yeah.
Hey, look, once again, give the information so everybody know the date, the time. They actually want to know the cost, too. So run that back so how they can get involved.
Saturday, June 29th, 2014, located in the Beer Center, starting at 6 p.m., ending at 12 a.m. Cost $75.
Hey, Johnny L. Jones, Myron Smith. Hey, look, I appreciate y'all because y'all been doing this for a long time. And now it's 2024, and y'all still at it. Y'all still trying to bring the community together, bring people together through having fun, and I appreciate that.
Thank you all for having us. We really appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Salute.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate all the great work you've done in the city thus far as well.
Hey, look.
Definitely, brother.
Thank you, Timothy.
Definitely.
And we appreciate you, man.
We appreciate you.
Appreciate
Hey, listen. Hey, we have an event which is great. Don't think that what you're doing in the community is not going unseen.
Mm-hmm.
And I know sometimes it look like, do I get the accolades? Do people know?
Hey.
We see it. We appreciate you.
Hey, look, let me tell you something. If I had to wait, I wouldn't be here. But I appreciate the brothers and sisters because I can see that we're growing in a different direction. I think this generation now is starting to focus more on what can we do result-based. How can we get some tangible outcomes for our community? And to me, that's powerful. That's powerful. So I appreciate y'all for coming through.
Hey.
When we come back, we'll have more conversation, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth app at 1017thetruth.com.
Associated Bank knows your small business isn't just a venture. It's your dream and a vital part of the community. And we're not just a bank. We're your neighbors. We're looking out for you. That's why Associated Bank offers quick online applications and approvals with funding in as fast as one business day, checking with no minimum balances or maintenance fees, and prompt customer service. Explore our products at associatedbank.com/business or visit a branch for more details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The biggest names in the basketball world.
Dame, Dollar, Lillard.
Having fun and honest conversations.
He puts it in the shoe, right? And sets the tone for brothers and sisters and family.
Every week, Thanasis Adetokounmpo sits down with special guests on Thanalysis Show. Presented by Potawatomi Casino Hotel and curbless, ready-to-drink cocktails.
Fantastic.
Find Thanalysis Show on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you get your podcasts. And on YouTube by searching Thanalysis Show.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Dr. Ken Harris with his truth.
We're at a turning point in Milwaukee's political history as we go towards the end of this year and into 2025. The choices we make now will have a lasting impact on our city in the future. The impending financial difficulties necessitate a cooperative strategy that unites every aspect of our society to create long-term fixes. There has never been any question about the tenacity and the spirit of Milwaukeeans, and it is this strength that we need to utilize more than ever. Our future depends on creative problem solving, utilizing cross-border alliances, and being dedicated to making sure that all Milwaukeans' voices, especially those of the historically marginalized, are acknowledged and heard during the policymaking process. Prioritizing equitable development will ensure that long-standing imbalances are addressed and economic growth will benefit all Milwaukee citizens. You know, it's essential to make investments in Milwaukee's public services, infrastructure, educational systems in order to both prevent the budget crisis and create a more robust and energetic city. Now, as we traverse these obstacles, let us never forget that our community is our most valuable resource. And by working together, we can overcome any challenge and create a future that embodies Milwaukee's greatest qualities, which are resilience, being inclusive, and being a successful city.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris, weekdays from 4 p.m. to 6 p.m.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. Shamina Singh is founder and president of the MasterCard Center for Inclusive Growth, an initiative pushing for economic and financial equity around the world. As a child of immigrants, Singh grew up with firsthand knowledge of some of the challenges people in underserved communities face, especially when it comes to starting a business. In her experience, a lot of people aren't looking to get rich, they're just hoping to get by.
Most entrepreneurs that we have found are looking for stability. We call them stability entrepreneurs. They want to make a good living, they want to hire good staff around them, and they want to grow in a consistent and responsible way. And that's a little bit of a different framework than I think folks think about when we think about entrepreneurs and small business owners. We need to meet them where they are.
Through his research, the MasterCard Center for Inclusive Growth is able to offer help and tools for exactly the type of problems people from underserved communities face. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Check. Love. This for the sons with no father figures in their life. This for the baby mothers who never gonna be a wife. This for the daughters who lost their innocence to the streets. This for the brothers in them trenches where it ain't no peace. I forgot to call and check on you like I was supposed to. I forgot to help you take some weight off your shoulders. I forgot to give you love when that's what you lacked. I forgot to pray for you when the devil attacked. I really wish that I could take away all of your stressing. I really wish that I could turn your pain into blessings. I really wish I could deliver you from all the drama. I really wish that I could heal you from all your trauma. I'm finding balance, trying to learn how to love better, trying to make life for the ex-cons and thugs better. We underdogs and outcasts, we love pressure. This deeper than a rap song, this a love letter.
I apologize for the way the world made me. I turned my back on your attention, should've gave it to my baby. Seen a lot of wrong and blamed it on the devil. Ain't the only thing the streets ever gave me. I seen them put that dirt on top of you with shovels. Lord knows I had to change, you be right with me.
I got a heart full of tears, I just ain't cried yet. My uncle told me that we dead, we just ain't died yet. We in a spiritual war, mentally I'm getting tired. Playing chess against myself, trying not to root for either side. It's depressing when I'm passing through my block. I done took so many losses, I lost my way to the top. The streets had me in a dark place that was sunken. Too young to realize I was functioning in dysfunction. Everybody was thugging, angry, violent, and broke. Been sleeping on me forever, steady claiming they woke. It was rare that I spoke, constantly losing hope. Laughing to keep from crying, so it was off and we choked. Let's go, cause time after time I done been
1017 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos, Elizabeth Brown in studio. Hey, Elizabeth Brown. We got a situation that I want to talk about the foster care system.
Yeah.
And there was a couple that had some children that they got through the foster care system.
5 children.
And they used the foster care system to get these kids and got them involved in human trafficking.
Correct. What they considered forced labor, slavery, to be exact.
They said it was like slavery.
Yes, they were indicted.
Well, we got the article up. Let's listen.
A Sissonville couple accused of human trafficking and forced labor of adopted children, including 2 teenagers who were found locked in a barn in Sissonville. Well, they're back in jail.
Now, during their arraignment this afternoon, Judge Mary Claire Akers significantly increased the bonds for Gene Whitefeather and Donald Lance. Anna Saunders joins us live in the studio tonight with the reason. Anna?
Dave, Gina, before setting their bonds to $500,000 cash each, Judge Akers said she has never seen an indictment quite like this, and that not only alleges the trafficked black children, adopting them from shelters and foster care, forcing them to work, but that they specifically targeted them because of their race. Jeannie Whitefeather and Donald Lance came in on their own for their arraignments, but left in cuffs after Judge Mary Claire Akers set their bonds at $500,000, more than double what they had already paid.
And I don't think I've ever seen an indictment like this in all of my time. It alleges human trafficking, human rights violations, the use of forced labor, human rights violations specific to the fact that these children were targeted because of their race, and their use as basically slaves from what the indictment alleges, along with human trafficking and neglect with serious risk of bodily injury or death. I don't find the bond to be sufficient.
Whitefeather and Lance were first arrested last October when a welfare check turned into the discovery of two teens apparently locked in a shed where investigators said they lived in deplorable conditions behind the Sissonville home. One other kid was found inside the house and two others were not home, all adopted by the couple. The indictment brought more than a dozen new charges against them alleging human trafficking and forced labor, also civil rights violations, as investigators believe they targeted these children specifically from a shelter because they were black, forcing them to work as slaves. Whitefeather and Lance were originally in Washington State, and it is alleged they brought the children with them to Sissonville when they moved.
Counts 9 through 12 allege the use of forced labor, which I read as slavery.
Bond was initially set at $200,000 cash, and they were both able to post it. Prosecutors have said in a new complaint for forfeiture, the couple sold a $725,000 80-acre ranch in Washington State and sold their Sissonville home to post bond, and they believe both of these properties were paid for through trafficking. That will be decided in a separate court matter, but because of this, prosecutors say they found discrepancies in the financial affidavit Lance filled out for a court-appointed attorney, leading to a new charge on his indictment.
Some of the information on his face is inaccurate.
Lance had to fill out a new affidavit today as the two were taken back into custody.
Now, this is where, when I talk about the system of child protective services and kids being adopted from our community, going out there into these small towns, Sissonville, that just sounds like it's a problem.
Yes, West Virginia.
And so when we talk about, we go after ideas where people are abusing people in the system.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing is, a couple years ago, I was trying to tell people we got to get more foster care ideas or people adopting black children that's going into the foster care system.
All facts.
We got to become foster parents as well. And these foster people that are like what's going on in Sissonville, using the kids, particularly because they're black and they feel like nobody care about them. And they said that the conditions were like slavery.
Deplorable.
And human trafficking.
One of the kids didn't have shoes. The little boy who was locked in there as well. All type of sores and stuff on their feet. I mean, again,
sexually abused.
Yes, they stated that they did it. They picked them because they were black, and to force them to do free labor. You know.
And this is why I say, like,
2024.
You know, and salute to all the good foster parents. If this don't fit, if the shoe don't fit, don't put it on. Don't put it on, and don't, you know, you don't want to put this one on.
Not at all.
But at the same time, we know that there needs to be better checks and balances.
Oh, yeah.
To the
most
system.
Definitely. Because the community had been calling Child Protective Services, meaning that they didn't drop the ball. You know, several times they called and reported that they seen these children, they seen, you know, this man speaking and locking these kids in this shed, you know, with no bed, no nothing. Like, it was deplorable the way that they had them living. And why these children wasn't taken away from these individuals, I have no idea.
And you know what? Many times when we deal with it right here in the city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, you know, we fight to get people their kids back, because sometimes they take children in spite that they have a parent that's trying to get their child. We had to deal with a situation where a black man tried to get his baby.
Yes. And
they wouldn't give it. We had to fight like all breakout to get this man back.
Literally get him back, his biological child, because they wanted to adopt him out. Well, we have to understand, especially in our community, because when we taking our kids to these doctors' offices, a lot of these doctors' offices is set up with these entities who are adoption agencies, like they triple dipping all across the board. And we fight on the behalf of black women every day, because the first thing they'll say if they see a scar that they're going to take your children. And when you sign that piece of paper, because they'll tell you, if you want to see your kid again, sign this slip, and you not understanding that you done signed your rights over to your children, even though they haven't even proved the fact that they were being abused.
Hey, like I said, I'm an advocate. I got to sit in the offices.
Come on.
My name is on the registration for women to use me as an advocate. And when they come, I mean, they got to have the right, sometimes I got to tell them I can't advocate for that because you put yourself in a bad situation.
Correct.
Now, I hate to do that, but I got to do it.
Yeah.
But the ones that have questionable situations with CPS, I definitely get involved in that.
All facts.
So, like I said, it's just how, we manage our community, and we got to keep an eye on a lot of things, especially when it comes to our children.
You are correct.
And with this situation in West Virginia, this was allowed to happen.
Yes.
Those kids were allowed to fall through the cracks because there were no checks and balances out there to protect them.
Correct. And 9 times out of 10, whatever reason that they winded up in the adoption system, this is what me and you talk about all the time. When they're in this system, who's being held accountable for, the neglect of these children after they've been pushed on? Not only are we talking about the money that they have gained from the forced labor of these children, but the money that the government give them due to them adopting them. And the same government won't give the parent the money to maintain their own children, but you'll give them to somebody else. Give the money to somebody else who's truly abusing the children.
And I believe that there should be a diverse group of people monitoring when different races get different cultures in their families.
Yep.
I think that there should be people monitoring that.
Yes.
Like, is this moving along
the way that it's
correctly?
Supposed to? Man, come on.
Hey, look, when we come back, I want to get your final thoughts on today's show, Elizabeth Brown.
Hey.
Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
My mother had to get on welfare. That's embarrassing to me to this day. Back in the day, we didn't have cards that you could swipe and nobody knew you was on welfare. They had food stamps that you had to tear them out the book. You had to have the original book or they wouldn't take them individually. And you're embarrassed because you could only buy the kind of food that they said you can buy. So while everybody else is filling themselves up with food and cookies and all this crap, you can only buy these things.
Listen to Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken Harris on 1017 The Truth and the Truth app.
What distinguishes Old National Bank from other lenders in helping people buy their first home and furthering their small businesses?
One thing that really makes us stand out is our grants. We have 2 really big grants right now specifically for first-time home buyers buying in Milwaukee County. The first one is for $15,000. They have to be buying within Milwaukee County and reach certain income limits. And then the second one is for $20,000, and that is through the Federal Home Loan Bank of Indiana. We're headquartered in Indiana, as you know, Denise. So that is a second grant, and that is really the highest, most robust grant program throughout the entire southeastern Wisconsin area. So it's it's up to $35,000 essentially that a person could be receiving for their first home. If you are in a position that you're looking to buy your first home throughout Milwaukee County, please give me a call. Please contact me. I'm more than happy to help everybody that I can.
And what's your number, Anna?
Sure.
How can they reach you?
414-978-0283.
In our community, you will find a Center for Food Security. You'll discover a Center for Behavioral Health Support, a proven Center for Home Care, a successful Center for Employment, a Center for Trauma Recovery, and more. We are Centers for Independence. Find out how you can support Centers for Independence's work and mission at cfihope.org/independence.
Life's better with American Family Insurance because we know whether it's a new home or a new car. You've worked hard to achieve your dreams, and we work hard to protect them so you can enjoy the utmost peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Injured? Call Gruber Law Offices today. One call, that's all.
Literally one call, that's all.
I made one call, and that's all, worry-free.
One call, that's all. It worked.
Just one call, and that's all.
They will do what they say they're going to do. One call, and that's all.
One call, that's all means security.
It's literally one call, that's all.
It's a phrase we'll never forget.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
You are listening to the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Sipping on that 1942, I got my 42. Oh, you got your 42. Guys got 40 of them. I rock Cardi's, you can't see my eyes because I be pouring up.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the ones and twos, Elizabeth Brown. Final thoughts as usual.
Hey, again, powerful time. Powerful talk. We're talking about, the 10 Commandments in the schools for the children. When we're talking about, slavery of our children in 2024, and these individuals being able to slip through the cracks and violate our children like that. Right now is just a pivotal time for everybody to pay attention. And like I said, in reality, to combat one idea, you have to place other ideas out here. The reality for me of the 10 Commandments, that's the foundation of morality, self-esteem. It's putting things in place. And like I said, if it don't apply, let it fly. Take the chew the meat and spit out the bones.
But they making it political, though.
Of course, they're always
like when you do it politically, it becomes a political discussion.
It is.
And I think it takes the gas out of the fact that these children, they do need the moral foundation. Yes. Mm-hmm. I remember they was talking about the golden rules.
Yeah.
When we was coming up. And they would tell us the golden rules and things like that. And now it's 101 genders and all this other extra
all of these
stuff.
Other ideas.
And so, like I said, we got to make sure that we can't depend on the public ideas to really teach.
We can't
solely teach. No. What we need to be teaching at home as well.
All facts, and that's the main idea. I think. Right now is a time for us to create what the real teachings, because the teachings that we've been taught have been lies. Christopher Columbus didn't discover America. All of us didn't come from Africa. The majority of us was from here. We built America. Like these things about. So our children can have value in themselves.
And understand.
We've been given not to have the value.
The inventions.
We're the criminals. We're the thieves.
Right.
Our existence started with slavery, which is the biggest lie that's ever been told, that Jesus was white. I mean, the whole...
But that's the Western culture. And I always say, to the victor goes the spoils.
Yes.
If I win, I get to tell my story. And somebody said, if the hunter is always writing the books, then you'll never hear about the lion.
Come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, like I said, we got to start writing. We got to start putting things into place to make sure that we're giving an honest account of what's going on in our community to our children. And that's nobody's job to do but ours.
Exactly.
Then the political ain't going to do it. And anything outside of the family, it's not going to do it.
Not at all. Again, they taught us to go outside of ourselves. We must go within ourselves, and ain't no better present than the time. I mean, no better time than the present for us to do that. Because like I said, in these public schools are majority black babies, and it's our job, it's our time. Let's get it.
Hey, look, I appreciate you for being on these front lines as usual, Elizabeth Brown.
Hey, as always, King, it's a pleasure.
Hey, look, we got the new intro. Thank you, DJ Brother Z.
Yeah.
Hey, what's happening in? Hey, look, Truth Nation, I appreciate y'all for tuning in to the show today. And don't forget, we as individuals, we have to make sure that we're setting the example for the young people. So don't be out there exploding on folks. You know what I mean? Telling the young people that they need to act right, but then you trying to bust somebody upside the head. You know, we got to make sure that the words and the actions are lining up.
That they match.
Because the future is in their hands. And right now,
it's in ours.
It's our time.
Yeah.
Hey, look, thank y'all for tuning in to the show. I love you. Dr. Ken Harris up next.
May not be gold, don't let nobody play me. If you are my homeboy, you never have to pay me. Go and put your hands up. In terms is how you stand up. LUP the man, cause a brand that the fans trust. So